Now?
No.
Now!
Yeah, there it is. Hey,
yes!
Amazing. Good evening, folks. Good evening, and welcome to Science and Sorcery, the show where science communicators play tabletop role-playing games. My name is Dagmar Derweidven, and I am your host and dungeon master tonight. And oh my goodness, there's so many of you. Thank you so much for everyone who is subscribing, who is gifting subs. This is incredibly exciting. We have an absolutely fantastic game planned for you tonight. It is the premiere of our very first collaboration with the one and only Vagina Museum, located in beautiful London. And this one is called Clitical Hit. And I am joined in this adventure by 4 incredible players. First and foremost, someone who I did my first ever stand-up set on the same bill as this person, and shocked her because she ended up not being the most vulgar act that night. It is the one and only founder of the Vagina Museum herself, Florence Schechter. Florence, how are things going?
It's great. You will always be the fish queen, Dagmar. All hail.
All hail the fish queen.
All right. Florence is here, but Florence is not the only one. We are also joined by the producer of 3 Black Halflings, as well as being involved with a host of other TTRPG projects. The wonderful Jess Jewell, a true jewel of the community.
Thanks. I've never heard that one before.
I'm guessing you get that one a lot.
Yeah. But I appreciate it every single time. You're delightful and lovely. Thank you so much for having me.
We're very excited to have you on. We've also got someone who has been on the show before, playing some absolutely ridiculous character, including Petey the Gnome, who ended up getting fired out of a crossbow. The wonderful Alex Holmes. Alex, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me back after I yeeted the PC.
And last, but certainly not least, a regular, a stalwart of the Science and Sorcery community at this point, the fantastic neuroscientist and stand-up comedian, Rachel Williams.
Hi, it's me, I'm here.
You are here, yes. I am very excited to get underway into this tarrasque vagina very soon. But first, a couple of very quick announcements. First and foremost, we are teaming up with the Vagina Museum tonight, which means we are asking you to donate money to the Vagina Museum because they are a charity and they require your help to be able to put on cool events and pay their bills and get Science and Sorcery to come to London in April to do a live show. So if you go to the link that's just been posted in the chat, donate money there. And then we're using the honor system for this, folks. Let us know in the chat that you've donated. You get to give one of my lovely players, or my lovely self, advantage on a roll. You can also give me disadvantage on a roll, but I'm not letting you give my players disadvantage, because that's mean. But maybe save your donations for a bit, or say the announcement that you've donated for a bit, and you can help influence the game. I will also let you request very silly, inconsequential things that might be happening in and around the party at any given moment. Normally I would say I would do accents, but my voice is a bit rough at the moment, so that isn't gonna go well. Any amount of donation, Ms. Blackthorn in the chat, any amount of donation counts. Please just, if you can give a bit, please consider giving a bit. And then if you want to treat yourself, we've got a sponsor as well. And there's so many of you, so we definitely want you to give them a bit of money too after you've donated. The fantastic Valkyrie RPG. Now, Valkyries are great. The best thing about Valkyries is that the Norse goddess of love and war, actually is called, it drives a carriage pulled by a bunch of pussies.
Are we talking cats or are we talking literal pussies?
Talking cats.
Oh,
Freya,
right, okay.
the Norse goddess Freya has a cat-drawn carriage, but they are a bunch of pussies. Go to valkyrierrpg.co.uk and use code SCIANDSorcery for 30% off. Right, those are the only announcements at the top of the show. So, without further ado, are you all ready to get into a monster's genitals?
Every Friday night. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Born ready. This is what I was made for.
Incredible.
This is who I am.
All right. Okay, in that case, let me go ahead and set the scene. We start, as always, as the best stories do, in an inn. Not just any inn. This is like a kind of grunge dive bar inn. It's got, lots of pride flags everywhere, all different kinds. The music's a bit loud, but it's just right. Kesha, Carly Rae Jepsen, all of the best songs. And in this inn, we find a band. Not just any band. A band that is on the precipice of greatness. Declared the winners of the last FaerunVision, the biggest music competition this side of the Sea of Swords. Clitical Hit has gained a steady following now that the queers have decided you're the hottest thing since Cher. And you are sat here in this inn waiting for your new agent, your new manager, Volo, the one and only, to come and meet you. There is a sending stone lying on the table between our party. And you're waiting, because, he must be running late, so maybe he's going to send you a message. You're not sure yet. But before you get a message, I would like you all to introduce yourselves, please. So, Jess, we're going to start with you, because Florence just took a sip of drink. So, Jess, would you please introduce your character?
Yeah, absolutely. So, tucked behind this table, sort of at the back, this hulking 8-foot muscled figure is crouched over and sort of hunched, and just in front of them is drumming on the table nervously, like two drumsticks, which could also be ones, and that might come important later, drumming nervously. And as you sort of look up, you see they are clad in leather and straps and chains. And as you get up to their face, you see 2 giant ears sprouting on either side and a long trunk, majestic and strong. This is Titus Androgynous, the progeny of androgyny, captain on the sea of the gender fluidity. They are known throughout these parts as being the best drummer in all the land, but yet the thing they crave most in this life or the next is for praise, for acknowledgement from their idol and probably God, Dave Grohl. Sorry, I mean Dave Grung. Dave Grung and his lovely little frog face and long hair, the greatest drummer to have ever lived. But how will Titus do this? They don't know at this point, and that is why they are drumming nervously, waiting on this sending stone in front of them. And they peer around at their comrades around the table and peer to their right. Who do they see on their right?
On the right, they see Hysterica.
Sorry, couldn't unmute myself there.
You're nothing if not professional.
I'll be playing Hysterica, an Asimar bard, born to humble beginnings in a really, run-down town. Hysterica was born into creation by the goddess Suna, goddess of beauty and the arts. Hysterica revived a love for arts in her fallen city, and as words of her angelic voice and lyre travelled across the golden waters, she wafted into Faerun on a mission to spread beauty and art wherever she went. If you look at her, you may at first glance think that she is naked, but she's not. She's wearing very dark leather armor that blends into her skin, covered with golden jewelry all around to match her golden, soft, fluffy hair. If you couldn't see her feet, you might think she was floating by the way that she moves. She's graceful and terrifying, and fucking cool, just like me.
And damn hot from that description, my god.
Hell yeah.
This might be the hottest party we've ever had, and I'm including the werewolf and the 3 goblin lovers in that. And on Hysterica's other side sits Kalazoth. Florence.
Hi. Kalazoth is this huge green tiefling who had random little bits of who knows what dotted about their person. A screw here, a pencil there. Their left leg is jiggling a bit as they're trying to figure out exactly how that table was constructed. Is that a screw hip joint on the leg to the surface? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Trying to distract themselves from what's going on because they're also really nervous about what's going to happen, and they look to the final member of the party with a sort of worried expression, like, "Ooh."
And the final member of the party is none other than Fimbria. Alex.
And Fimbria is not that graceful, not that interested in bringing the arts to humanity. Does have a horn, is okay. Is literally just a sentient femidon. And she's sat there, kind of disinterested in everything else the party's doing, thinking about when the best timing to release the sex tape will be, so she can leave this and start her career of simply just fame.
Right, and this is our ragtag band, Clitical Hit. As you're all sitting around nervously, some perhaps less nervous than others, the sending stone suddenly begins to shake and vibrate, and you hear Volo's voice. Ah, my good fellows! I'm afraid Brown the dragon has stolen your masters. You must rescue them, and me, from his well-preserved tarrasque-based lair. Toodles, Volo.
Was that his voicemail? What just happened?
I'm gonna grab the sending stone and be like,
Yeah.
"Can you read dial? What?
So most sending stones would allow you to send a 25-word message back. This one, like, the connection seems to have been severed.
I'm gonna lift it up.
Into it, you're getting nothing. Maybe because you're underground, you're not sure. The reception here is terrible. We're just gonna keep going. There we go.
Okay.
Phasing through the walls of the pub, something.
Phasing through the walls of the pub.
I'm gonna pick up the sending stone and stand on top of the table, holding it up to see if I can get a better signal. Oh, I like this.
Yeah, it's not working. Shaking it doesn't work. There's no buttons on it, which is really inconvenient. And Volo didn't leave you instructions on how it actually functions. He seems
That's
to tamper
typical
with it.
agent. Just
But-
oh god, doing the bare fucking minimum. Wonderful. I'm going to very gently lift Fimbria like off the table, which I don't imagine takes a lot because you are literally just latex. I'm popping you on the ground and then I'm gonna make sure everyone's stood back. Then I will flip the table in anger. Ah! Agents! My nemesis! Ah!
I reach up and replay the message, if possible.
Yeah. You managed to get a replay. After sort of messing around with it, you realize that actually what looks like a pebble attached to the side is a dial you can like rewind in order to play the message back like it's a VHS tape. So the message you received is, "My good fellows, I'm afraid Brown the dragon has stolen your masters. You must rescue them, and me, from his well-preserved tarrasque-based lair. Toodles, Volo."
All right.
Now you
Do
know.
any of you know this guy, Brown Dragon?
Yeah,
So
I think he
you
works for PC
would.
Gamer, but I don't quite know.
I
Sorry.
hate
Ta-
that
God.
publication.
Content
God,
farms.
guys.
Anyway, I think I know where the Tarrasque house is. It's kind of hard to miss.
Yes.
Big recognize big, game recognize game. So I think I could probably get us to the Tarrasque. But
You absolutely can. There is nothing quite that large anywhere in the surrounding area. A dead tarrasque that's been preserved in a peat bog, lying on its back with all four legs in the air.
The number of times I want to scratch its tummy.
You have heard of Brown as well. Brown is one of those rich kids. He's a well-known figure in the music world, mostly because he's bought out a number of bands' masters. Now, he owns the rights to all of their music. And you'd left your masters with Volo because he wanted to listen to your entire catalog, and now he's been taken. And you know that the bands who Brown has bought out previously, these include the Front Room Fellows, East Death, Old Blokes on the Corner, Give
I love
This,
those guys.
Outsource, and Zero Deviation.
Sorry, can we have that list again, please?
Absolutely, you can. The band's Front Room Fellows, East Death, Old Blokes on the Corner, Give This, Outsource, and Zero Deviation. After Brown bought their masters, they have all faded into obscurity, never releasing another hit.
No! Oh my God, he's gonna try and casher us! The prick! No, we must stop this immediately. How else will I get the masters to Dave Grung? How else will he appraise me? We must do this together, team. We must do this.
And we could give this.
Yes! God, I loved to give this when I was a child.
It's just the same Christmas song every year. They need a new one.
Yes! We could teach them. My God, maybe if we get the masters back, we could team up with Give This. Give This Clitical Hit. That actually has a really nice ring to it. I like it. Right.
I've got to ask though. I've never understood what's his business plan. Maybe when we steal back our masters, we got to give him a business manager, because what's the point in having songs that don't make him any money? Is there some wider endgame here?
My God, you're talking too much sense. This is a lot for my tiny barbarian brain to fucking handle. My God. I like the idea that you've got a business plan, but I've got like 3 hours, so like, let's do this. Let's go find this fucking Tarrasque.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta call back.
I was away with
sheep
the
from the field.
fairies. I'll just do whatever we want to do. I wouldn't mind getting back into the old business.
Hysterica, you darling angel, beautiful thing that can do no wrong. Do not worry. Our masters have been stolen by a dickhead who probably works for PC Gamer, but it's all right. We're going to go to the Tarrasque house and get him back.
I hate to say that, but I knew that would happen.
Oh my God, you're so wise. I love you so much.
I love you too, Titans.
Oh. Let's do this before I get distracted.
And with that, you finish any beverages you might have drunk. Titus, you right the table that you flipped earlier.
No,
it's a bit heavy for the rest of the staff to lift, so they do ask for your help. And you make your way over to the Tarrasque. There's nothing this big anywhere nearby, and it's not hard to find at all. You quickly ascend up its body. You can see a sign planted at the top that says Brown's Lair, no soliciting, trespassers will be immolated.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he calls it a lair. How cringe is this guy? It's kind of sad. I kind of feel bad for him.
Immolated? Just say prosecuted. Come on, grow up.
I don't know, I've never been immolated before.
There's first time for everything.
Right. Do we need like protection before we head in? Also, which end are we heading in? I feel like I know the answer.
Did you not bring your own protection?
Oh wait, hang on. And they are gonna pull out 2 hand axes and then a third hand axe which goes in the trunk. And yeah, ready for anything.
I will allow that.
I'm gonna put back the oil of slipperiness into my pocket and be like, yes, yes.
Um, So you ascend up a small mound, at the top of which is perched this sign. The mound is the same ochre color as the surrounding landscape, which is all just dead tarrasque. It is firm underfoot, and as you reach the top of the mound, you see in front of you a gorge that seemed to be made up with 2 layers of preserved tarrasque either side, one slightly smaller than the other.
Oh.
Up ahead, just in front of you, you see a large button.
Sorry, I couldn't see where it was. Where was it?
Yeah,
right
wait,
in
where?
front of you.
Yeah.
To the
Wait, where?
left.
How
Is
many
it a
of
little
you
bit to
were
the
playing
left?
cis men?
Is it called
You
the
wonder
Grafenberg?
how none of these other bands could ever have entered this lair. If there's a button right there, how come they never found it?
Give This was famously all cis men.
Yeah, it's true. No wonder they won't be able to steal back their masters, but we're going to be able to.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Give This is we're gonna take back what they took from Give This. Oh yeah.
And then give this to take that. Wait.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Gracious DM, is there a hood over this button? Or
There
is it? Aha, right. I'm getting it now. I'm understanding. Right. Okay.
We got that.
Okay. I'm a simple Loxodon barbarian, but does anybody want to push the button with me?
Oh, me.
Together?
Do we maybe want to kind of say some nice things first and
Oh, yeah.
work up to it, before just going straight in there to push it?
Yeah, it's a great idea. That's a great idea.
I think we
I'm gonna
really need
say-
a rousing pep talk.
Okay.
That's not my style. And I'm gonna push you all out the way with the hilt of my whip and go in to press it.
Oh,
All right. Fimbria is not willing to wait. Straight into the action. You lift the hood and press the button. And further deeper in the gorge, you hear a thunk, and then something slides open, revealing the entrance to Brown's lair.
I like to fact check.
And in
this
case
with
you've never
Florence.
seen one, this is how vaginas work.
Okay, fact check time.
Yes, Florence, tell me if I'm wrong.
Oh no, it's only because Alex said. What I would say is absolutely real talk time, guys. Before you get to the penetration, yeah, you do have to make sure you've warmed up. But you should know that the walls of the vagina are pressed together unless something is actually coming in or going out. So it really shouldn't open until we're like already trying to get in. It'll be like,
Oh. In that case, you
Like
you
that.
hear the thunk and you can feel something preparing to open when you enter it.
all right.
uh-huh.
Who's got that oil of slipperiness still about on them? I think that might come in handy right about now. Alternatively, and Fimbria, if you don't mind me saying, I think we could probably just all get inside you and maybe head up that way.
Well, I'll douse myself in the oil of slipperiness. We'll all get in.
Nice.
Great.
Yes.
I have no problem with this. This is healthy and good and protected.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Titus puts the hand axes away, realizing that sharp objects is a bad idea on the inside of a very thin latex material.
Oh yeah.
Has everyone trimmed their fingernails? I'm just gonna like sand down my horns for a moment.
Oh, good plan. Good plan. I'm gonna warm up my hands. I don't want to start touching the inside of this and give it a fright. Oh, I got a terrible circulation.
Oh my god, Fimbria, I have a really important question.
I
Are you made of latex?
I am latex. I'm so
Oh,
sorry,
God.
not nitrile. I hope no one's got any allergies.
Yeah, it's just, can we use an oil of slipperiness with a latex femidom?
Oh my god, you're so right.
This is you
Just
guys are so
insta-kill
wise.
Fimbria.
Yeah, I don't want you to
dead
disintegrate.
I am gonna need Fimbria to roll some Constitution saving throws if you apply the oil.
We're applying the oil though, I think.
Yeah, because I just
Okay.
googled it to fact check myself, or well, to fact check Alex. Sorry, but you really can't use oil lubricants with latex. You'll disintegrate if you do it. Who sold you this oil,
Oh my
Fimbria?
god, what?
You're gonna die. Did the
This is
dragon
my
give you this
plot where
oil?
I'm actively having threats on my life throughout this.
Oh,
I know I was the most successful member. No wonder I've got the death threats.
If maybe we had a water-based version of slipperiness.
Yes.
I'll check.
Could
my
you use a
pockets and see.
silicone of slipperiness? Or is that better suited to the other passage?
oh, GM, greatest GM.
Yes,
I also
yes.
noticed I have an oil of slipperiness that I
We
completely
can
forgot
say
I'd
that that
equipped.
one's water-based if you want.
Beautiful, incredible. And Titus is gonna suck it up with their trunk and spray it all over. Just get it all over Fimbria. Yep. Oh yeah. Whoa, bloody hell.
I'm really enjoying watching this. Maybe too
I
much.
don't think we're ever gonna make it
Yeah.
inside.
Oh, trust me, we
water is
will. Don't worry.
important.
And as we're kind of, getting ready to venture in, Hysterica's just like, Fimbria, I know you're always very direct, but, some people think that, maybe the button is just, the kind of button that you can see. But I think really if we kind of gone around a little bit and kind of apply some pressure kind of to the general area, maybe we could have, also stimulated some parts of the button that you can't see. I just think, these mechanisms can be very complicated in my experience.
Not every tarrasque is the same.
Yeah,
Every
I
tarrasque
find
is
it all
unique.
very straightforward. I mean, I don't think the button's even that necessary, is it? I thought this was just decorative.
Good Lord, Fimbria.
Right. There is something I forgot. I realized
I
now.
shoot a look to the other two band members, being like, "Can't wait to get rid of them. I don't think they get it."
Yeah.
And there's a thought bubble above my head saying, "Can't wait to get rid of them."
There is something I forgot to mention before we get started, which is that when my lovely players tell us science facts, I'm going to give them a bardic inspiration dice. I'm going to be using d8s, and I believe Florence and Rachel have both earned themselves one. I'm gonna rule both like actual like hard science, but also just like sex ed.
Also, gracious DM, I believe
Yes.
that Florence already started.
Florence did start with one because during our session 0, Florence joined the call and immediately started telling us science facts. So yeah, but they don't stack. So Florence and Rachel both have one d8 they can add to a roll.
And to clarify, what do we get for misinformation?
Oh,
I'm just making a note of the amount of psychic damage your character's taken, and then if you die, I'll let you know.
You will like get that oil on her now.
All right. You have lubed up Fimbria.
Oh yeah.
With a water-based lubricant. Fimbria is technically an air genasi. Just so the audience is aware of what is like going on here mechanically. But I will allow you, Fimbria, to essentially stretch over the party members if this is something that she desires to do.
That is something I desire to do.
Okay. I have a question though.
Yes.
You're wearing like bondage gear, right?
I am.
Does that also stretch?
That does not, so I'm going to take that off.
All right.
I don't know, leather doesn't have that much give in it, does it? So
First naked moment of
doesn't.
the game. It's not going to be the last.
Oh,
No,
what, we're like
no.
30 minutes in?
it's good to get this done early and quickly, like just set the tone, set the scene.
Exactly my take on this. Thank you, Titus.
Yes, exactly. Titus strips off. They are smooth like a Ken doll.
Oh my.
Jump scare.
It's either that or it's just like a sensor bar the entire time. What's in their pants? Who knows? Do you want to know their gender? Doom! It could be anything. It's whatever you want it to be. They don't care.
Is it just that every time you look at Titus, there's just something there?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a slight like
Mm.
okay, like I like
Yeah, yeah, like the
Exactly that.
axe is at exactly the right angle.
Yes. I am
Some
perfectly
pineapple.
posed no matter how you look at me. And also now apparently perpetually naked. Good. Good.
And
Wait, guys,
can we
you're
just
both
inform
naked.
the both of you, you're not currently wearing your armor. Which
yes.
for barbarians doesn't matter that much, but Fimbria, be careful. Right.
It's almost like I planned on doing this.
Are you preparing to dive in?
Is there any way that we can check for, like, are there burglar alarms? Are there? Because we can't be the first, surely, to try this.
You can
There was
go
a big
ahead and
scary
make
sign.
Make an investigation check.
Oh.
First roll.
Half
We've
an
not
hour
actually
in.
rolled any dice yet, folks.
First roll
For
of the
30
game.
minutes.
Investigation. I got 12.
You can't find anything. If there is some kind of security other than the very mysterious button,
It kind
You're
of
not
looks like this
aware of
button
it.
has wiring that goes on the inside. Like
it does.
internal-
It definitely has an internal connection, but beyond that, there's nothing else surrounding the entrance that would indicate some kind of alarm.
Okay. I feel good.
Just want to check as well. Is there any do the walls look red in any way? Are there maybe any tiny crabs or anything that may indicate that something's not quite right here?
Perception check, please.
Oh, okay, right. Cheese dice.
Do
Whoa.
tarrasque get crabs like actual crabs?
Just regular sized crabs?
It's actually really big hermit crabs.
Ooh. I got a 21 on the perception check.
Okay. It's not inflamed due to any parasites.
Oh, but it is inflamed.
But it does look like something might have been coming and going, which has left some kind of like some slight redness.
I would say that this place is active. But we will find out more, I'm sure, the further we venture in. Onwards,
so
great
onwards.
companions and great band
Right.
members. Let's go.
And you dive in and find yourself in a large cavernous space. The walls, a sort of grayish pink color, ridged along the sides. Beautiful red rugs laying out underneath mahogany furniture. There's several seating areas spread out. A grand piano, larger than any you've ever seen before, sits at the far end of the room. And beyond that, in the distance... Okay, we're back. In the distance, you see a protrusion with a door in the middle.
Oh.
And two reddish clumps sat in front of it.
Are the reddish clumps sentient?
It takes a moment. It takes a moment. They sit very still, but suddenly one moves, a tentacle protruding, before righting itself again, adjusting its posture, sitting back up. You also see, sat next to one of the sofas, is a single sheep.
Oh.
It's not Bob. It's not
not
Bob.
Bob.
It's
God,
not
you
Bob.
look so much like Bob. Do I recognize the sheep?
Who is Bob?
You
I-
don't recognize this sheep.
Oh,
Despite growing up with sheep, being around sheep, your first fans of your band were sheep.
Yeah.
But this is not one of your sheep.
Oh God, that Bob! It's like our
Yeah.
greatest fan.
Yeah,
Man,
I mean, just
love that
went missing
sheep.
one day, but it's not him. Looks
Oh.
so much like him though. That's weird. Is this sheep an actual sheep?
It
this
is an actual sheep.
Mm. But
Oh
not one
my!
of our fans.
Oh, somebody has just donated to the Vagina Museum. How cool is that?
Hey,
Thank
amazing!
you.
Thank you. Please let us know in the chat who you would like to have advantage, or if instead you want me to have disadvantage.
Thank you, Miss Blackthorn. You're phenomenal. Lovely
You
stuff.
are. You truly are.
Oh.
Yeah, you are in this entrance hall, it seems. And beyond the sheep and the two reddish blobs in the far end of the hall, you don't see anyone else. Titus, you have advantage on a roll. Doesn't need to be the next one. You can decide which roll you want to use it on.
Considering how much I'm struggling to figure out what this part of the vagina is, I think I'm going to need advantage at some point. So thank fuck for that. Okay, I am confused as to where we are and what this is.
Well, first let's climb out of Fimbria, maybe.
Oh yes, of course. Sorry. Thank you, Fimbria. Thank you so much. Really appreciate
Yeah.
your sacrifice.
Thank you. Please get out. We spent a long time talking to a sheep through my body.
I was like up against the walls, and then I climb out, and I'm like, no, it's not Bob.
I'm like,
Fimbria,
what?
you also have advantage.
Oh yes.
Thank you, Hogan,
Perfect.
for donating.
I'm gonna carry Hysterica out and sort of put her up. Like she's sort of like spacing off, just being angelic and perfect. I'm like, you don't worry, I will look after you. Pop her down.
It's one of those ADHD zone outs that like all of us have at some point.
Yes, entirely.
Amazing.
Right. So,
right.
Can I fact check? Is there always a piano in a vagina, or is that?
But all the technical issues there. Apologies.
I'd like to go over to the piano and start playing something in like G major.
Oh,
you walk just straight. This is a very long hall, and the piano's all the way at the other end. So you just walk past everything and go straight for the piano.
And we watch her do it.
As you pass, the sheep looks up and goes, "Oh hi," and then goes back to chewing on the arm of the sofa.
Nice to see you.
And these are red blobs. I sort of go up to them like, hello?
You want to talk to the sheep?
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah, because you were trying to talk to the sheep through Fimbria, which was a little tricky.
True. I do go up to the sheep and I'm like, do I know you? You look so familiar. Have you come to one of our gigs?
Hey, you look familiar too. Oh my god, so you Clitical Hit?
We are in the flesh and the vagina, it turns out.
I'm Tammy. You were my favorite band. Oh my, I can't believe I'm meeting you. On this of all days, the day of my death. Oh, amazing.
Wait, what?
What?
The day of your death?
Well, I assume that's why Brown bought me. I assume I'm dinner.
I take Bob by the face and I'm like, no one should ever make you dinner. Unless they're cooking you something vegetarian for you to eat.
That's so sweet. I mean, my name's Tammy, not Bob, but thank you.
Are we all Bob in some way?
Yeah, maybe we are.
We're gonna get you out of here, Tammy.
Oh, that's so nice. What are you doing here?
Well, I explain using localized sheep vernacular so that Tammy feels at home and like she can trust us. I explain about the masters and everything and the dragon.
Oh, that's terrible. You know what? I think I saw Volo getting brought in. They were saying something about taking him to the left ovary.
Oh my god. Is that where we need to go?
Look, I will do anything
can
to
work
help you
with
get
that.
your masters back.
Thank you, Tammy.
Really?
And after this, Tammy, I'm gonna make you dinner.
So nice.
Can Kalazov cook?
Can
Uh,
Kalazoth cook?
Amazing.
I mean, he's got like half a cheek full of sofa stuffing at the moment, so it doesn't seem to be a fussy
Yeah.
eater.
I usually feed my sheep grass. So like when I say I can't cook, I'm just gonna give the sheep a field.
Beautiful. That would do
I'm
nicely.
sure she will appreciate this. Fimbria, you have gone over to the piano. Can you make me a performance check, please, as I try to get this fly out of my face?
I absolutely can, and I am going to do that with advantage. Thank God, because that first one's a 10. Thank you, Hogan. Because that one was a nat 20 for 26.
26! Amazing!
Amazing.
26. You sit down and just start playing. And this beautiful, beautiful piano music fills the space. The walls bounce sound around quite well in their preserved state. And the two red oozy guards start swaying gently with the music.
Oh, they're guards. Oh.
Fact check. Vaginas
Yes.
only have sort of mediocre acoustics. Anyway.
How about ones that have been preserved in peat bogs?
Yeah, no, those ones, amazing. Yeah.
There we go. Don't know where we found a peat bog big enough to preserve a tarrasque, but you know what? I don't give a damn.
Titus is going to move over towards, like, just sort of absolutely entranced by this beautiful melody. And just wants to check, that's not ivory on the piano, is it? Kind of a sore subject.
Make an investigation
Oh,
check.
God.
And while you're doing that, just so everyone can see my beautiful map, Sam, do you want to take us to the map view so everyone can see what the space looks like? Here we
love
are.
it.
Oh, nice.
We have the piano, which Fimbria is playing, the sheep next to the sofa, and the two guards guarding the entrance of the cervix.
I've got a 17
a
on the
water feature in
investigation.
the top right.
Water feature? Water feature?
Hi.
That is, for anyone who is curious, that is the posterior fornix, and that is definitely not where sperm ends up stored. And it's definitely not leftover tarrasque sperm. Which I mean, it absolutely is.
Good to know.
Oh, wow.
It's slightly stagnant.
That investigation check was 17.
17. It does look to be ivory.
Oh, dear God, I want to stop Fimbria playing, but it's so beautiful, and at the same time, my ancestors.
Have I
I've
picked
got
up on
so many
this?
conflicting feelings.
How subtle is Titus being about their conflicting feelings?
They are like they were trying to move real smooth over to the piano, and the minute that they clocked it was ivory, their movements just became real janky. They can't quite.
Yeah, you've probably noticed then, Fimbria.
Okay, I'm gonna stop playing. Say that was just a little number called "Aren't we all Bob in some way?" And then I'm just gonna hit each of the G keys and close the cover.
Okay. As you hit each of the G keys, the guards all sort of like move back and forth quite jankily and then stop
Oh,
and go back and sort of resume their duties.
Right. I think I figured it out. I may be wrong. Probably am wrong. I'm very stupid because I created my character that way. However, I think we need to play as a band, and maybe the gods will move aside. What do we say, guys? Shall we strike up a classic?
I think it's time.
Oh, yeah.
And what is the name of our
Yeah.
best hit after all?
Yeah,
Oh, well.
please. No one better than you to tell us.
Yes,
Remind us.
absolutely. I turn to the sheep and just ask, what's your favorite song of ours?
Oh, Tammy, enlighten us.
Tell us, Tammy.
Requests.
I think my favorite song of yours, it's got to be your B-side from your first EP. It has to be Without You, I Am Full of Eggs.
Oh, yeah.
That one really came from the heart.
Oh,
That's
wasn't
my
that the one that was
favourite.
originally written for Prince, and then we
we were given it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Which Prince?
Oh, you wouldn't know him.
All of them.
Yeah,
From
he's
a
actually
different
not
part
a
of the
prince
Forgotten Realm.
anymore. He's now formally known as Prince. Yeah.
Yeah, he's now
Yeah.
king,
Right.
but
Yeah,
like it's fine.
Amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, I don't know. Those guards really they really seem to like music, so I don't know. Playing might be able to sneak our way past.
I get the didgeridoo off my back. Very
Nice.
careful not to hit the walls. Or poke a hole in Fimbria.
Wait, okay, careful
that.
not to hit the walls, but that was also inside me earlier. Just on your back. Just to
The
clarify.
walls of this space, it's massive. This didgeridoo isn't going to touch those walls.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Dagmar.
You're welcome.
Titus is gonna Titus is completely naked aside from a strap carrying like a drum on their back, and they are just gonna swing that round in front of them, and then this is gonna do a real cool thing where a whole bunch of other drums come out from underneath it, and all of a sudden they've got like a teeny tiny drum set in front of them that looks ridiculous because they're 8 foot tall. And Titus is gonna sort of squat down and get behind it and be like, "On your beat, Hysterica."
Before the music starts, Hysterica's going to cast dancing lights and create like 4 little lights that kind of shimmer and then come down, and then like she takes out her lyre and they kind of converge on the lyre, and then every time she strums on it, she's going to cast prestidigitation, so there's going to be like a little shower of sparks from the lyre while she's playing.
Fimbria, are you sticking with the piano, or are you checking out your other instruments?
Well, I'm gonna debate pulling out my longhorn and then decide on the piano, since that was going well earlier.
Yeah. All right. In that case, can I get all of you to make me a performance check, please?
Yeah.
And we'll go. I'm looking for majority successes.
Okay.
In this.
Definitely
So-
using that advantage right now.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have.
Use
That's
it.
a 19 or a 15.
You don't. If you. Well, okay. If you'd already rolled both dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an elephant of my word. Don't worry.
You've
23.
Got a strong memory.
Yeah.
23.
I got 11.
Okay, 11. That's not a success, I'm afraid. Fimbria?
I have good news. It's a 10.
Oh.
Also not a success in
So
Hysterica.
close.
This is going to be right on the rim. I got 14.
That is a success.
Oh!
So, one of the guards, this big, now that it's coming closer to you, it's really drawn to this music, and it's drawn most to the drums, and it just coming closer, moving with the beats of your hit song, Without You, I Am Full of Eggs.
I forgot that was what it was called.
Yeah.
Where that came from, but hey. This guard comes closer, you can see now it is made entirely of blood.
Oh.
This bloody ooze just dancing to your music. You've acquired a new fan. The other one, stoic.
Oh.
Okay.
Not as
Hyster-
impressed as they were with the piano earlier. But one of the
Hysterica kind
guards
of-
has forgotten their duties for the moment.
I'd like to march up to the other one and say, "What? You're not impressed?"
Doesn't appear to understand you.
I'll just shake my fist at it.
Hysterica, you have advantage. Thank you so much, Jack's lore.
Thank you.
Thank
for the
you.
donation.
All right. Yeah, the bloody ooze, I'm so sorry for saying these words, does not appear to understand your speaking.
Okay, so first, I'd like to try and speak to the bloody ooze in another language. What
Okay.
languages do I have? So I guess we use common. I don't think it will speak any of these languages. Forget about it. I'm gonna touch
If you
it.
want to, you can make an Arcana check to try to see what you might know about this creature.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can we
Yeah.
all do that? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're gonna need to because I don't know.
oh my god, I have
I got a
+6
9.
on.
Ooh.
I have
It's-
+6 on Arcana, but I had a nat fail.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got a 2, so that takes it all the way up to a 3.
Do you know?
I
Do you
got
know what this?
20.
Oh, chat, if you are feeling generous, we could really do with some advantage right now. Otherwise, we're going to get defeated by blood. And I just, that's not a sentence I thought I
Inside
would
a
say tonight.
vagina, which, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know why we
Fimbria.
all failed so badly? It's because of the state of sex education in this fantasy world. None of us knew about periods until we got our first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, tell me
The
about
state
it.
of magical
I bet
education.
Mordenkainen wrote that curriculum. He sounds like a prick.
See,
Fimbria.
Fimbria did her own study in her own time, and she got a 19 + 1, so 20.
20.
She read the version of Our Bodies Ourselves that was published in this world.
And she watched some clips on YouTube.
Yeah, she spent the time in the mirror, like, you know, in the bathroom. Just really, yeah.
Just
figuring
so
it all out.
wise. So wise. God.
Fimbria. These are dragon blood oozes. They were created by alchemists accidentally when the alchemists were trying to do something else. But they have essentially given this heap of congealed blood mobility and hunger. And they try to shift themselves into draconic forms, but they can't hold that form, so they collapse back into that ooze. But they are quite dangerous. And they do not speak any language. But one of them is distracted.
Except music. They speak music.
They understand the power of song. You have whatever it is you have on you. You have a sheep who is willing to do anything for you, and you have one guard who needs distracting. Alex, what is this expression?
Well, sheep. Is wool absorbent?
Very.
Oh, Tammy! Tammy's a tampon! Tammy's gonna be our tampon!
Yeah.
The forbidden tampon. That's white Tammy. Oh, jeez. Oh, Dagmar, you're good.
Dagmar, quick fact check. You can't actually use sheep as tampons. Am I right?
He tried.
I've never attempted. I just want to check.
Please do not. This is a real thing that people do, is they crochet their own tampons.
No!
Please do not crochet tampons. If you are ever going to make a menstrual product, it has to be sterilized before you can put it in there. You cannot sterilize crochet.
Mm-mm.
But if we immolate Tammy, will that sterilize her?
Yes.
It will, but she wouldn't be very absorbent.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
she'd
right.
be
There's
bold.
2 different issues here.
Yeah. Also, why do we care if this sentient hunk of blood gets an infection? Like, we're getting rid of him one way or another.
Well, I'm mostly saying it for the humans watching.
Oh, for the science,
For the
Okay, gotcha.
science. Yeah.
Yeah.
For science!
No. You absolutely can use the whole sheep. If you have something to shear the sheep with, that is also an option.
I would like to
She is
rage,
quite fluffy.
and I would like to use 3 hand axes as 2 actions and a bonus action to shear that sheep.
Hell
And
yeah.
I want to comfort Tammy as this is happening because I'm sure she's never been sheared with a hand
Sick.
axe.
No, but
She has not,
I'm very
but
good.
she's just going, this is the best day of my life. Oh my god, I can't believe I met Clitical Hit. And now Titus Androgynous is shaving me. You
They wrote a flash fic about
very,
this.
rapidly. Thank you, Miss Blackthorn, for the another donation for Advantage for
Woo!
Karazov.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. Titus, you very rapidly end up with a nice big pile of wool, and now Tammy is naked just like Fimbria and Titus.
Brilliant. Because I am raging as a request the entire time, I would like to just be screaming as this is happening.
Absolutely.
But not a nick on Tammy. Just beautiful.
You're very careful. You know how to handle those axes. You have a big pile of wool and a naked sheep.
Yeah.
Um, I think maybe we like all pick it up together, all this
Mhm.
wool, and can we just sort of like put it into the bloody plots, and like when you what's it like capillary action when you
Yes.
put like a paper towel and the liquid gets drawn out.
Yeah.
And then,
it's
oh my
actually-
god, does it end up doing that science experiment where it separates out into layers? And so, because Dagmar, I'm sorry, you, hands down, Goddess DM, period blood, if this is what this is supposed to be, is not just blood. Because
No,
we're
it
going to
is
get
not.
separations out from blood, endometrial tissue, discharge,
Mhm.
all the layers.
And you do. And actually, as you approach the dragon blood ooze, a pseudopod reaches out and immediately starts getting drawn into the pile of wool until eventually you end up with this layered sections of wool that you can lay out along the ground as this ooze is just sucked right up into it. But the door is now free.
I'd like to offer Tammy my discarded outfit in case she feels a bit too exposed.
She hasn't got any hands, so she's gonna need some help putting it on, but she's
I can do that.
absolutely willing to wear Fimbria's clothes.
Amazing.
Her day just keeps getting better.
I'm now just imagining a sheep with hands. That's all I can. That's all that's
Welcome
in
to
my
Science
head.
and Sorcery, where we imagine sheep with hands.
I was imagining
First
sheep in
thing of this whole
bondage
thing.
gear.
Yeah, the sheep in the bondage gear is really getting me.
Yeah.
I think I dated that guy once. Sorry, I think I dated that guy once.
He was a sheep in the bondage gear, but get him out of it. And wow, that's a lion.
Yeah, he was terrible. Anyway, so this door is totally unguarded thanks to our brilliant plan and the incredible setting set out by the GM. Wonderful stuff. Shall we enter? Or wait, hang on. No, my understanding of like the vagina is completely backwards right now. So we've come in through the cervix, and no,
We're
in the vagina.
We're in the vagina. We're going into
You
the
are
cervix.
right in front of the entrance to the endocervical canal.
Incredible! Right, now I understand where
This
we are. Maps!
this bit is called the external os.
Os.
The bit of the cervix that sort of sticks out into the vagina. Am I correct, Florence?
Yes. Os, the
Okay,
os
cool.
is
You look like
the
you might be disagreeing with me, so
No.
just put this.
This is just like so much more technical than what I would usually do. I realize now this is a science show, but at the museum we like pitch everything for like basic level. But did you know Oz in Latin just means mouth?
Oh.
You were
There's a lot of
entering
like mouth language around the vagina.
And the cervix means neck, so it's like the neck's mouth.
Yeah.
Have we
And
just
labia
named-
just means lips. Yeah.
So the entire
Yeah.
part, so like the entire sort of female system, hello cat, has sorry, my cat has just wandered in and meowed very loudly. I do apologize. but the entire system is just named after face parts. Am I
Or
even
men.
correct?
Or men.
Or face parts or men?
Or eggs, I suppose.
Or eggs? Great. What a variety. I'm learning something today. Good.
So should we go through this Oz?
Yeah.
At what point
Sounds
of
Let's go to Oz.
awesome.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
roll my eyes at Titus.
That was deserved. Thanks. Keep me in line.
Is that all cast vicious mockery? But not yet.
Got to keep that one in the back pocket.
Yeah. For when Titus really sets out a line.
Oh, yeah.
You enter the cervix.
Oh, okay.
The endocervical canal is much narrower than the vagina, but it's still wide enough inside this massive creature. You can stand 4 of you like alongside one another. It is close to 180 feet long, and at the other end, you can see a door.
Oh.
Presumably the door that will lead you into the uterus.
Never
Let's do
been this
this.
far in before. Let's go.
Isn't it kind
As
of
you
wild that this
begin-
just never mind. I was just thinking about getting a coil. Just kind of
And
wild. You
mad to
just
think
bust
that has to
straight.
travel 180 feet into you.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, when you get in a coil, yeah.
Ow. No wonder
It's
it
a lot
hurts.
of effort to try to make all of the measurements work out proportionally. It was very hard. And then I gave
Oh.
up.
Oh my god, did you do actual
Oh,
maths for
am I
this?
right?
I did not know.
Oh, this is
I
very
considered
accurate.
it, and then I decided I'm an ecologist. I'm not a mathematician. Fuck this shit. No,
That-
but I
that
do
is
know
girl
that
math.
the
Girl
tarrasque
math.
cervix is 180 feet long.
Okay.
You see the walls in here are vaguely acidic, and they're oozing.
Question. Can I do a
As you-
perception check to see if it looks like a healthy ooze?
Go for it.
Okay. Right.
Am I able to drink my potion of acid resistance to survive
Absolutely.
pHs?
That's real
Yep.
smart.
Absolutely.
Child.
I'm
12.
thinking ahead.
12. You're not sure if this is a healthy ooze or not.
Oh,
You know that the pH in the cervix, it's meant to slow the sperm down a little. You don't want all of them arriving. But you don't know if this is too acidic or not. You're not 100% certain. What you do notice is that the walls of the cervix are mid-shed, and the terrain underfoot is rough. You're walking on, essentially, in D&D terms, difficult terrain.
Oh no.
It is also littered with bones
No?
that are slowly dissolving in the acid.
Oh.
Check that one.
Oh,
Sorry?
are there bones inside cervixes?
If that happens, you're doing it wrong.
There's
Yeah.
only one bone I like inside a cervix, and I don't like it inside the cervix.
What?
Exactly.
One wants a bone inside the cervix, Jess.
All right, cool.
Nobody wants that.
That was the joke.
Yeah, before
What?
the internet, like,
For the cis men in the audience, no.
No, that is too far.
It can't get past the cervix. Bones
No.
will not do that.
yeah.
I think
what
the
what
only time bone would pass through the cervix would be during birth, presumably.
Yes. And then it's like
Mm,
200
that's
bones.
That's actually a really good point.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Can
bones
I have
do.
a D8?
Yeah, bones do pass
You
through
can have a
cervixes.
D8, absolutely, Alex.
It's, question. Are babies born with bone, or is it just cartilage?
They are born with bones.
Oh, are
Babies
they?
do have bones. They have so
they
many
have-
bones. They have more
They
bones
have
than you
more
do.
bones than adults.
But they
Yeah.
don't have
Because the
kneecaps.
bones fuse.
I think that's a thing.
They do
They
not have
also-
kneecaps. This is
They
the
also
thing.
don't have bones right here, and you can see their pulse.
Oh God, that's wild.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Also, you can stick a
with
baba
babies have
straw
bones.
through and then drink.
Sorry, what was
The
that?
baby
Absolutely
bone.
don't do that to children.
I am learning today.
Do children have bones? Another one of our
For those
B5
who are-
brothers.
For those who are very concerned.
What I would
It's
say is
fine,
that we
we're
should have
fine.
expected this acidity, because unless this tarrasque has been through menopause, I am expecting that this entire shebang is going to be about a pH 4.
Right.
Oh, damn.
There we go. Yeah. Right. There are bones everywhere, dissolving in acid. The terrain is rough underfoot. What are you what are you doing?
Can I do a medicine check to see what type of bones they are? Or
Absolutely.
whatever kind
Go
of
for
checking.
it.
Yeah.
Yep, medicine. Yep.
14?
14. They appear to belong to a variety of different humanoids, similar to yourselves. So adventuring parties, essentially.
Right.
With a 14, yeah, you'd also know this acid would burn away flesh much faster than bone, but these bones have been here a while. The acid isn't so strong that it's not like that scene in Breaking Bad where the bathtub drops through the ceiling. It's not quite that bad, but it would hurt.
If Fimbria has already taken her potion of acid resistance, can we climb inside Fimbria again?
Well, I was gonna see if I could levitate you all through this, but you can all climb in me if you want.
You can
I just want
levitate.
any excuse to be inside you, Fimbria.
I mean, stuff can be two things. Can we get inside you and then all levitate together, like
Yeah.
in a giant bubble?
Yeah. Like chitty chitty bang bang.
Right. I have
Okay.
just double checked. The
No, I'm sorry,
oil of
clitty bang bang.
Clitty bang bang.
That's a clitical hit. That's a clitical
the
hit.
oil or water-based alternative of slipperiness does last for 8 hours, so absolutely, Fimbria is a vessel which you can enter for the next 7 hours still.
Please don't objectify Fimbria calling her a vessel. Come on now.
Right.
I'm really enjoying watching the chat and all of the terms that Sam is having to approve in the chat tonight. Fantastic.
Please, Fimbria, allow us to climb inside you once again.
We ask
Get
for your
on in.
consent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would like to know if you are lining up lengthwise, like with the length of the corridor, or widthwise.
Or like across. I mean,
Are you like?
Fimbria.
Is it like a are you lining up like side by side or one after the other?
I think it's a 2x2 situation.
Right, because you
Ah.
have Tammy the sheep with you as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
Who was
She's at the
feeling a
rear.
bit
Not
cold?
that I just couldn't do maths.
Yes. There's no mathematicians here tonight. Alex.
No.
This is a safe space.
Oh
yeah.
no.
I mean, well, no. I'm just a bioinformatician, so I suppose,
It's-
That's
on the
not-
quite a
cusp.
different part to the
Yeah.
name. There's not math in there. It's fine.
No,
I think that fly
is
might be a
correct.
mathematician because it just flew into my eye.
Get it out now.
Oh, we got a rare maths gay in the chat. That's exciting.
We love a maths game.
Congratulations.
We love
We
the
do.
games.
Yeah.
They're our biggest
do.
fans, we hear.
It's true,
and the
actually.
sheep.
And
Right.
the sheep.
We don't know that Tammy isn't gay. We could have the sheep gays here too.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yes.
That's
Let's not
true.
discriminate.
Asked.
Thank you very
Look
much.
up
Tammy is
bighorn
given-
sheep. They're really gay.
Yeah. Good,
Google that
real
in your
big
time.
balls.
Yeah.
All right, 2x2
Right.
with a
Jesus.
sheep in
2
front.
by 2.
Let's.
Okay. You begin to make your way down this hallway. As you reach about halfway through, you sink down deeper than you're expecting, and you hear a click as a door at the other end locks, and the walls start to slowly close in around you.
Oh my God,
I hate it when my
guys!
vagina does that.
I didn't
You can-
realize that my vagina or our vagina or everyone's vagina was the trash compactor from Star Wars. This is cool.
Next time someone gets diagnosed with vaginismus, that's what they have to say. My vagina's just the trash compactor from Star Wars.
The cis
It
men
is a
will
thing,
understand that
though.
reference.
If your cervix has trauma, particularly if you're putting in or out IUDs and coils, it can collapse. So
What?
yeah, and you have to like re-dilate it.
Is it something that lasts forever? Is it something that you can recover from, or
A
is it
very
surgery?
brief amount of time usually, but it can just
Oh.
kind of nope.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
You still have your science dice, so I'm not gonna give you don't get a second one, but that's a good fact.
Well, you know what? The cervix can't do that. Can I have a misinformation dice? No, I'm kidding.
I was about to start rolling psychic damage, Alex.
Chaos.
That was for me and
I love
Fimbria.
it.
No, the cervix can genuinely do that. That is not misinformation.
Yes. I was gonna say I have heard that elsewhere before.
I wouldn't
not
be
just
that
for
excited
you.
to spread.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, Alex. I don't necessarily trust everything that you tell me.
Oh, I'm not sure I would either.
Okay.
Someone that earlier could not count to 3, so yeah.
Right. The
Nice.
walls are closing in on you. You're all underneath Fimbria. What are you going to do?
Oh, Fimbria, please go faster.
I assume
asking
you're
a
all
lot
still
for me.
walking. I assume
On-
Fimbria is going to stretch over the top of you.
Oh, and we're using her like a zorb?
She doesn't close.
I
I assume your
think-
legs are sticking out underneath.
Yeah, like
Oh.
a ghost costume when you're under a sheet.
That's
I
what
was
I've been picturing.
Oh, I have been
You
picturing
could also have
the zorb.
Fimbria's head at the front and you're all sort of in a tube.
yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Right. I'm absolutely okay
Okay.
with that. In that case, you would still need to help with the locomotion a little.
Absolutely. What can we do?
It's like Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
I'm using Scooby-Doo physics for this.
Can we, like a treadmill, walk really fast to make Fimbria go dum 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 round and round?
Yes.
Like a tank, like
Yeah.
tank wheels.
Yes. In tandem.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Absolutely, you can. I would like Kalazoth, Titus, and Hysterica, please, to roll me athletics checks, and I'm gonna look up sheep stats and roll one for Tammy.
Sounds good. Ooh, a
Um,
13.
Yes! Nat 20 plus 4. 24.
Oh, oh my goodness.
A
Oh,
sheep
I'm still
has a
looking at my
+1
spells.
strength. Natural 20 for Tammy as well, or a 21.
Holy moly.
Tammy is like Loki inspired by having to help us.
Oh.
I'm using all red dice tonight, just want everyone to know.
Uh,
Right, so a
I'm
21
gonna-
for Tammy. Kalazoth had a 20. Kalazoth, how much did you get total?
Yeah, 24.
Just 20. 24?
Yeah, 24.
Titus?
13.
13? Hysterica?
Hysterica
Oh,
is
no.
communicating with the goddess again.
Yes. Actually, do you know what? Can I rage and add 2 to that? Would that be all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Phenomenal. 15.
I believe when you're raging, don't you get advantage on strength checks?
I thought it was just +2.
No, I think you get advantage.
Oh.
I'm gonna say you get
Oh,
advantage.
yes. Oh,
Yeah,
plus
advantage
2
on
to
strength
melee
checks.
attack. My bad.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so +5, 17. That'll do it. I've turned into
Amazing.
some sort of fucking Brian Blessed impersonator, apparently.
Right. Oh, unless Rachel returns
I'm
from
back.
communing with the gods,
Yeah.
and
Ah.
there we go.
Hello. Ah.
Rachel, what did you roll?
I rolled what was it? 13.
13.
And I
Okay.
cast enhance ability on myself.
Nice.
So you get advantage.
Yeah,
You
that
get a
was
13
with advantage.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's
'cause
alright.
I got -1 on stroke.
That's absolutely okay. Even with a 13, there were 2 natural 20s and a 17
Oh.
from Titus.
Oh.
Fimbria, this feels weird.
I like it.
As you start spinning, you've got about 90 feet left to go till you get to the door. But you start rolling over this sloughing material. The tarrasque clearly dying when it was mid-shed of the inner lining of the cervix. But that's okay, because the people inside of Fimbria right now are hoofing it, especially the sheep with his hooves, and Titus also with his hooves, their hooves.
Do I have hooves? Fact check. Do
The
elephants have hooves? I thought I had
elephant feet are weird, but I'm gonna call them hooves, and I'm an animal ecologist, so you know what? If I'm wrong, someone please correct me.
Yeah,
'cause I
sweet
sometimes
chat.
am.
Could somebody Google if elephants have hooves? That'd be great, thanks.
I would just like to
Um,
find out, does Titus go on all fours to do this? Or is Titus on two legs?
Oh
'Cause
no,
I
they've
have to
raged.
repicture everything.
They have raged, so they are on all fours, galloping forward like an animal.
Okay,
Nice.
delightful, thank you.
So elephants do technically have feet. I have double checked.
Okay.
But
not hands, though. I don't think anyone thinks they have hands.
But logs don't
nobody
have
would
hands.
think they have hands. No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, here's a fun fact for you. They have toenails rather than hooves. Baby elephants are born with long toenails that they have to wear down when they're walking. Can you imagine giving birth to a baby with long nails?
No.
I
Horrible.
can't imagine giving birth to a baby in the first place.
If you really want an elephant fact, do you want an elephant vagina fact?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Of course,
So
Florence. That's why we're here.
What?
before you get to an elephant's vagina, you have to first go through a 1 meter long elephant vestibule. So you have to go through the vestibule and then to the vagina. Which number one? Hello. It's like there's a butler at the entrance. Welcome to the vestibule. This would like to enter the
Should've-
vagina. There's also only literally you can count on one hand how many scientific teams know how to artificially inseminate an elephant because it's a really difficult process. One of those scientific teams works at Disney World.
What the
Disney
actual
World funds
fuck?
a lot of science research. This is fair.
As we are
Wait.
galloping forward, Titus is going to just scream at their own genitals.
Wait, a meter? I'm like actually reimagining how large an elephant is just to take that into account.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
I really,
Have you seen
I
an
feel
elephant
like
penis?
I
You
should
don't need.
if I'd known this, I would have put a butler in the tarrasque vagina and
Oh,
added
what
another
Tammy was.
vestibule area, but I did not. Florence, do you still have your D8 science dice? Have you used it
Yeah,
yet?
probably. I haven't used any
Okay,
advantages
cool.
yet. No, I'll
Right,
use
cool.
it for something.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm not going to give you another one.
No.
Right, yeah, you make it. The walls continue to close in,
Yeah,
but
shit, that
you
was
make
happening.
it to the door. You crash into it. It is locked.
No, this is my
And
worst nightmare.
all of your hands are inside Fimbria, so someone's going to have to get out to operate this door, or Fimbria has to do it.
I was going to argue my hands are not inside Fimbria right now.
No. Fimbria is
good
the only one
point.
who's got a hand switcher able to reach, like, any of the door mechanisms right now.
But this is the worst thing. Like, as Sam will testify, I don't think I've ever opened a door in D&D successfully.
Wow, what a
Well,
claim.
here is your chance. No pressure.
We believe
Can
in
I-
you, Fimbria.
I'm pretty sure I can give heroism. I can cast heroism if you need.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give me the confidence to try, or...
I don't know what if heroism will help on trying to open
Okay.
the door.
Can we
I
use the
I
help
don't usually do.
action?
I only usually do spellcasters, and I was like, heroism sounds like a thing.
Actually, you know what? If Fimbria is afraid of trying to open the door, this will help. But
Okay.
Not if Alex is afraid of trying to
Oh
something
yeah,
open
I
the
think
door.
Alex is afraid.
Yeah.
something that could help here is something like bardic inspiration, guidance, anything like that. Fimbria, I believe you are a rogue bard, aren't you?
I am, yes. And I have that
You
D8.
You have the D8. You also have proficiency with thieves' tools, which you have in your inventory, so you can try to pick the lock.
Do I? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and
Yes.
pick the lock.
Yeah.
Do you still
I'll give
have
you bardic
advantage?
inspiration. I forgot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of bards with us this evening. It's not an all bard party. I don't care what PC Gamer told you. They didn't seek permission to steal that article.
Okay,
shout
I'd
out
like to try and pick the lock.
lokalboardgamer.com for actually talking to us about this stream. Right.
Harvey
Go
Ramsey.
ahead and
What?
make me a dexterity check, Alex, and add your proficiency modifier for your thieves' tools. And Hysterica has given you a bardic inspiration. What dice is that for Hysterica?
D8, one
So you
D8.
can add another D8 to it as well, plus the D8 you have for me.
Sam, I'm so pleased that you're actually here because that was a nat 20 without any of the other stuff.
Oh my
Sam,
gosh.
can you remember this moment, please?
Oh my god. History has been made.
Add,
Oh yeah.
add all of the dice as well. I want to see you not only critically open this door, but then just like epically open this door.
What's that?
Yeah.
2d8s I can add to this as well.
You can add 2 D8s to this, yes. And your proficiency modifier and your dex.
Okay. So
As you're
now
opening
I
it,
have
I'm
to
like
do maths,
strumming.
everyone. Okay, 19 plus 11 plus 3.
Yeah, Hysterica's strumming on the line, just like, pick that motherfucking lock. You can do it, pick the motherfucking lock. That's my inspiration.
I've got a 33 to hit.
Jesus Christ!
You, as you're still rolling, you reach out with your thieves' tools. They slide into the lock, and you just pop it open. And the 5 of you, including Tammy the sheep, come rolling into the uterus. You crash into a pedestal. And look around you as you find yourself in an exhibit hall of some kind. And that is where we're going to pick up after our 10-minute break.
Hey.
So see us back here at 20 to the hour, whatever hour that is where you are. And remember to go to Valkyrie RPG, use code Science Sorcery for 30% off, and go to the Vagina Museum website and donate and give one of my lovely players advantage on a roll. We will see you all again in 10 minutes, folks.
I think it was the lube.
Oh dear. I'm sorry to tell you this, Katanga, but I'm afraid that this misery high bluff you keep talking about has just been a figment of your imagination.
Can Katanga make an insight check?
Absolutely. Do you want me to roll deception?
No point, because that was a natural 1.
Well, if I notice this mid smooch, can I flick my tongue out for a quick taste?
Sure. Make a sleight of hand check, I guess.
What is
Sleight
with
of
your
tongue.
characters and tasting things?
Mate, we've talked about these these body image issues, and like you can't be comparing yourself to like refreshing beverage cunt of all people.
Most of the fleas, because I assume Dream isn't actually being all that careful.
No.
So a lot of the fleas do manage to like jump ship. And
They're fleas.
I don't know what happens if you pour bleach on a flea. They might be fine.
It might disintegrate, I don't know.
Yeah.
Google it.
What happens when you bleach a flea?
Live Psychom coming straight at you.
Look, Psychom's just being... Okay, so...
That name.
So when the Sex Muskets sing, "God save the Queen," they actually literally.
Yeah, they're quite sincere. A fascist regime, which we approve of.
I called out with my own deep throaty alarm call as well.
What are you doing down here?
Oh, we're just taking a shortcut. You know, just traffic.
We're fumigating for sewer clowns here. You can't be here.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I've been called worse, but you better shut your mouth.
We all know the real sewer clown is Elon Musk and his tunnels, so... Kick me off Twitter, Elon, I dare you.
So, Boomslang will disguise himself as Reginar and be Big Spoon.
Okay.
I got you, buddy.
So we cut to a scene where this Yuan-Ti, the snake person is spooning a pudding angel.
No. Snake person disguised as a halfling.
Yes. Oh. You're even bigger a spoon than I remember.
Yeah, I just I used to have that energy.
Delightful. Angel delightful. And then we fade to
Oh, is
black.
that your full name?
Fade to black of spooning.
I don't want to miss a thing.
So you see in the room Eridark Ariesis, who is a pallid elf fighter gunslinger. Do I have guns? Do I fuck? What you see is
And we're back. We are back. We're in the uterus. Before we get back into that real quick, Who Blew Mama of Goblins, thank you so much for donating to the Vagina Museum. Titus, you've got advantage.
I love you, thank you so much.
Good job to everyone in the chat who's figured out the bands, which I completely made up based on real life bands. You're fantastic and amazing, and we love you. We'll get back to more adoration for you at the end of the show. But now, first, our band, Clitical Hit, and their #1 fan, Tammy the Sheep, find themselves in the uterus of a tarrasque, on the quest for possibly their agent Volo, but mostly their masters. You are in this cavernous space, and there are pedestals everywhere with different types of eggs on them, on one side of the room. On the other side of the room is instruments of all kinds. From the ceiling hangs the biggest Fender Stratocaster you have ever seen. People rush around between the exhibits. At one side of the room, you see a quite nasty little man, big key ring hanging from his belt, who seems to be criticizing, berating one of the other people here. A tall, furball woman, covered in tattoos and piercings with a shaved head.
So a fan of ours.
I don't know. Possibly.
Yeah.
This appears to be some kind of private museum. And it is busy.
Can I get their audience development plan?
I'm assuming because they've all made it past the big button at the front there, these are all femme folk of some variety.
They are not.
Oh, there is another entrance then, maybe.
There could be trans mask.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. This makes sense.
It could also be employees. Most of them seem to be wearing some kind of uniform.
Or well informed. They could just be. It could just be me being the dickhead. That's fine.
Let's make some assumptions.
All right. Right.
Are any of them like looking at us like, who are these people?
You haven't been spotted yet, but you're definitely going to stand out.
Yeah. Well, for one, maybe we should get out of Fimbria again. As a thought.
Yeah,
I forgot. I was so comfortable.
Thanks. I feel like it is a bad business model to have the front door to your museum locked, but I'm just saying.
Maybe we came in the back door.
I don't think we did. There's one thing I think I'm certain of.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So.
And although those doors don't lead to each other, the passageways are parallel and kind of, back onto one another. So if you're in a medical setting, if a person with a vagina was extremely compacted in the other passageway, then what you could do is actually, medically insert fingers into the vagina and massage the pee out the back door because the walls are right next to each other.
I had never considered that. That makes so much sense.
Yeah. Every day's a learning day.
Please note, Rachel did say medical setting, so don't do this at home, folks.
That was one thing that was very much stressed in that particular fact.
Yeah, you're welcome to try. Like, I literally can't stop you, but yeah.
Oh, no.
We'll try.
Look, there are 3 doctors on this stream, and none of us are medically trained. Take medical advice from science and sorcery.
No, I'm a fish doctor.
2 of us are fish doctors. Do not take
Yeah.
medical advice from us except about fish, maybe.
I have so many
yeah.
questions, but back on track.
I've just
Yeah,
realised
and if
I'm
your
the
fish
closest
is
to a medical doctor here,
oviduct,
and that's concerning.
if your fish's oviduct gets blocked with eggs, you should definitely not massage it out because that can cause damage.
If your fish gets constipated, they might prolapse their anus, but they might then just suck their anus back up again after a few days, and you just don't talk about it with your PhD supervisors.
Like a champ.
Fish are metal. I love this.
Can we pivot this one shot? I'm so fascinated by this.
I genuinely. Can we just do like a fish talk?
Yes. Well, I'm
Join
glad
us
you brought it
again
up.
later this evening for Fish Talk with me and Rachel.
Mhm.
I'm now
Right
playing
after a vagina
Clitical Hit.
talk with all of us.
All right.
Right, folks, we are
Right.
in the uterus.
Tammy
It's a museum.
said.
It's full of eggs.
Great.
So Tammy said that our masters are going to the left ovary.
Volo went to the left ovary. You
Oh,
don't know
okay.
he still had the masters on him.
Okay,
Oh.
but that's something to try. So
Yes.
can we see an
I-
opening to perhaps a uterine
Yeah.
tube?
I think we're
On
going to
the
have to make a
left.
decision here, though, because do we think it's the tarrasque's left
That's
and
so
the
true.
anatomical left,
Yeah.
or our left?
Mm-hmm.
And is this the left looking up? Is this the left looking down? Is this? I'm just saying, one of us did anatomy in their degree course and
That's a good point.
hated it all.
Are you telling me that left is a state of mind?
Oh, left is a relative term with no distinct
Mhm.
meaning.
Son of a
That's true.
bitch.
Look at
Left
that
is
my
a
drinking,
social
I shouldn't think that
construct.
through.
I
Really
asked
my
Tammy,
truck.
did you hear anything more specific? Was it the tarrasque's left?
They just said left. I don't know. Maybe we can ask one of these people. They seem scary. Actually, maybe don't.
No.
Does the tarrasque definitely have two, uterine tubes?
Yes. Yes.
Damn.
I am the DM and I'm saying yes. We actually got an email asking why the tarrasque didn't have a cloaca. So if you send us that email and you're watching, hi, thanks for the email. And you know what? It might be Sarapsid. Is that the word?
The rhapsody.
Or I just decided it has a fucking vagina. I don't know, folks.
Hey, Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards of the Coast. You
Massive.
listening? You listening? This is canon
They've
now.
got
The
vaginas
Rasms
now.
have vagina.
Wizards of the Coast never
Tencent,
said
are you
anything about
listening?
it.
Some on the pulse reporting for you there. Something PC Gamer wouldn't know anything about. But there we go. Still mad. It's fine.
That's who
Harvey
are
Radical,
where
eat your
PC
fucking heart
Gamer
out.
left Jess out of their reporting of who the players were going to be because
It's not
they
even
didn't
that. It was
fact
just
check
it was
anything.
just this fucking content. But well, let's not get into this. I'm going to go up to the nasty little man. Tice Androgynous is going to march up to the nasty little man, having a go at this phenomenal, glorious,
Okay.
wonderful furball woman.
I
And
have been corrected by Sam offline. It's a synapsid, not a sorapsid, and I do get those mixed up a lot. Which is synapsids are essentially the Rogue Octopus Adventures. Thank you for donating Adventures to Hysterica. Synapsids are like, if you've ever seen pictures of whales between like the land and sea phase when they were going back, it's that. That's what we're talking about.
we're going back.
That's what a synapsid is.
We don't have time. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole branch of evolution we can discuss at the time.
Yep, absolutely. But just so everyone knows.
I'm
Right,
shouting
you
at
want
the
to go
nasty
up
man.
to the nasty little man. Okay.
Yes.
He is wearing a name tag that says, "Hi, my name is Harvey." And the other employee is wearing a name tag that just says Heather, but has a little pride flag next to it.
A red flag. She's marked.
Pride flag.
Oh, pride flag. Yeah.
Harvey's got a
Like,
red
do-
flag for some reason, though.
Do not talk to Heather.
I'm interested.
Okay, no, pride flag is good. Yeah.
Excellent.
As you approach, the man looks up at you and goes, "Ah, who are you? What are you doing here?" And the woman looks, the furball woman looks at you and goes,
No, it.
Titus stands back and like sort of pulls everyone in together, and I'm just gonna be like, guys, strike a pose. And just everyone look as magnificent as humanly possible and be like, we are Clitical Hit. Tell us where the leftover is.
trying to intimidate Harvey.
Yeah.
Make me an intimidation check, please.
Sure thing.
But by the way, I'm not looking at Harvey. I'm looking at Heather with a sort of like smolder, Zoolander smolder.
And behind you, what you can see is Tammy the sheep going.
That is a 15. Or are we doing it together because we're all posing?
Ooh.
You're the one doing the talking, but I'll give you advantage so you can roll.
Yeah. Go on then.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I was getting distracted. Alex, our lovely artist, is correcting me on my synapsid facts in the chat. Thanks, Alex.
There's a 14, so I'll take the 15.
15, yeah. 15, Harvey. Harvey is scared.
Oh my god, I forgot you're naked.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I just Fimbria and Tammy
Asking it, bitch.
Are all nude.
No. Tammy is now
How's
in
off Hysterica?
Fimbria's
Haven't lost her
outfit.
clothes yet. We'll see what happens.
Tammy is sheared but in bondage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Tammy is dressed once again. Harvey looks up at all of you. Oh no. I thought the boss stealing from something that wasn't the boy band was a bad idea. Here's the keys. It's over there.
And
points
pointing
off
left?
to it is the anatomical left.
That is what we call the gay agenda.
Oh.
I
would like to lean over to Harvey just as we are leaving and just whisper gently in his ear, through my trunk. I don't know if I can talk through. No, you can't talk through a trunk. That's insane. So I will just whisper with my mouth, "You're pathetic," and move off into the direction of the leftovery.
Yeah, he is. He is still frightened. And it's just sort of rooted to the ground. Heather looks at her boss, looks at you again, and then just turns around, goes back to her work, and completely ignores Harvey.
Do we have money
I flip her a ticket to our next show.
She takes it, she's going like, "Oh my god, I love you. You're the best fucking band ever. Oh my god."
And then I'd like to go over and whisper to her, "You're pathetic."
But she's into it. I bet she's into it.
You trying to flirt?
Yeah.
Are you trying to intimidate?
I'm trying to flirt. I'm trying to persuade her that I'm the best
Make a
member of the band.
persuasion check. Make a persuasion check.
It's a nat 20. 29.
Oh. What dice are you using, and can I buy some?
D&D Beyond has my back today. It was like adore and flirting. Yeah.
Say no more.
The two genders, yes.
Heather looks starstruck. Is that the title of your next song?
No, our next song's actually going to be "Aren't We All Bob in Some Way?" But yeah, that's the inside info.
I'll have to think about that. Oh my.
We're going down a more like ballady route, thinking kind of emotional, like a darker period for us.
Right.
We're
Hey,
doing
if you
something.
need anything, you just let me know. All right. I'll get you.
Oh, I'll let you know. Thanks, Heather.
Oh my god.
She goes off to have a minor freak out behind a giant egg. That
undermines the freak out.
It is the centerpiece, and you see a tiny label that just says tarrasque egg. It looks like a giant chicken egg.
Ooh.
This is for
Is that-
everyone who told us that tarrasque should have a cloaca. Fuck you.
Is the egg fertilized?
It's got a hard shell, so it's hard to tell.
How? Sorry. Okay. Step back a second. How
Yes.
can a tarrasque
Yes.
have an ovary but an
Yes.
egg with a hard shell? How does that work?
It's Dungeons and Dragons, and I say so.
Yeah, fair. Totally fair. Totally fair. I don't know how chickens' ovaries look like. I only know what human ones look like. That was a genuine question. That wasn't me trying to get you out.
I don't. I also have no idea.
'Cause I think
Rachel, you
chickens
said
do
you might
have
have egg
ovaries.
facts for us. Do you have an explanation?
Yeah, I
Oh,
need
no,
an
I
egg
don't.
fact.
I don't have that kind of egg fact. No.
Ooh,
I
Does
think I
anyone-
might. I think I might
does
have that
anyone
kind
want
of egg
me
fact.
to postulate with some misinformation?
Yes.
Yes.
All of those bones that are in the cervix, the tarrasque just absorb all the calcium of those and use that to create the shell.
There we go.
I
We've
love
got an
that.
explanation. Got an
That is it.
explanation.
That.
Thanks. That's my PhD.
Those in the chat, you're right. Some mammals do lay eggs. Those eggs don't tend to have hard, like shells, like calcified shells, in the way that that birds do. Or birds or reptiles. I think they're not like amphibian eggs either. But they are slightly
Platypus.
more similar. Platypus and echidnas as well also lay eggs.
They also have 4 penises.
And echidnas have. It's more like one penis that looks like a prong. It's like pronged sort of, and then there's one that sort of goes down.
That's
Google it.
Stagma.
No, I want everyone to Google what an echidna penis looks like. Is it a real?
No,
prong?
this is a vagina one shot. You have to
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Google what an echidna vagina
Yeah.
looks like.
Now that's a good
Equality.
question.
Absolutely right.
Does it have 4
Feminism.
chambers? If,
That is feminism.
if an elephant vestibule has a butler, essentially, does an echidna have 4 mates? Like, what's the exchange rate? I need a currency that I can trade in right now that I understand.
Okay, so
Give
is
me a sec, I'm
the
googling.
okay? Is the
an
uterine door
echidna.
behind this tarrasque egg?
There are 2 doors. There's one on the right and one on the left. Anatomical right and anatomical left. It is sort of like, yeah, it's kind of like tucked away behind the tarrasque egg.
Okay.
It is a door. There is a carving on it of a giant egg.
Okay.
On the nose.
Hang on. Do you want to see what an echidna vagina looks like?
Go
It's
for it,
kind
Jen.
of
Genuinely?
cool.
I never
This-
thought you'd ask.
Like it's sort of like long, but it's not.
Yeah.
Wait, no. This is like the. Yeah, it is the vagina. It's not the cervix. It's like, I don't know if you can see it on my phone, but it's like long. The
Ooh.
kidneys are below. Ooh, hang
Ooh,
on.
That's like
Oh.
the
Ah.
kangaroo vagina.
Yeah. They're marsupial guys, so they make sense. And then the ovaries are up top. So bladder, That's really cool.
Well,
oh, and there is a
marsupials
cloaca.
have
They have a
ca-
cloaca.
Yeah, cloaca is a cloaca. Yeah.
Hot damn. Well, there we go.
There we go. The chat's discovered if you Google echidna plus any genitals, you get Sonic the Hedgehog porn. So my apologies.
Oopsie.
I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Great.
Right.
So they've gone to have a freak out
You're in
behind the
front
egg.
of this door.
Okay, but now we're in front of a door.
Yes. You're in front of a door that is carved with a giant egg.
Oh. I'm just gonna motion to Fimbria and be like, I think you've got this.
You have been given the key.
Oh,
Harvey
yes,
handed the key.
Oh,
over
yeah,
to
that
Titus.
makes-
Yeah.
I think you've got that.
Mate, I hand Fimbria the key. I'm never gonna be able to open a door as epically as Fimbria. Let's be fair.
I'm gonna hold the key. Thank you for believing in me that I could do this. Then I'm gonna take a wide stance for a low center of gravity. I'm gonna hold my key up to my shoulder and then just gently push it in.
It clicks in the lock and the door swings open.
And then I will do a victory lap around the room, please.
It is a really big room. Are you sure?
I'll do a victory wrap around this small portion of the room.
Okay, that makes
Around the
more
egg.
sense.
Yeah,
Woo,
yeah.
around the egg.
Yeah.
I'll high
It's so
five
around
Heather.
the egg. It's a good like 30, 40 feet. So the rest of you wait about 10 seconds for Fimbria to come back from her victory lap. But you
Classic
can see
Fimbria.
into the fallopian tube now. It's about 10 feet wide, and it is covered in cilia.
Ooh.
These little,
I remembered an egg fact if you want one.
of course, Rachel.
So in like a fertilized egg, the yolk is the part that actually feeds the embryo, so full of like nutrition and stuff, and the albumin is kind of like almost kind of like amniotic fluid kind of vibe. But not all eggs have yolk and stuff around it, obviously. Like human egg doesn't, a frog egg doesn't. A frog egg has an animal pole and then what's called a vegetal pole at the bottom. And that kind of up versus down is set up like very early in the developmental stages. And then it all goes nuts from there. So yeah, eggs are crazy and varied and wonderful.
Amazing.
That's
Thank you
cool.
so much. Do
You're
you still have a
welcome.
nerd dice?
Yeah, I'll just keep
Have a
it
nerd
up for now.
I
You've got a
appreciate
nerd
you
dice.
so much.
Right.
Oh, I just
want
want
this
to.
much again.
I made the
ever.
mistake of looking at the chat, and I wish I'd say a victory lap around the womb, but I didn't.
Ah,
You can do
oh,
it.
man,
I believe
yeah.
in you. Follow your dreams.
I'm gonna take a victory lap around the womb. And
Yes.
Sam, could you just edit that into the right place?
Yeah.
Alex, I've got great news for you. There is another door here. So if you have to go through that one, you've got another chance.
Okay,
Oh,
forget
I'll
all of
remind you
this.
later if we ever get back to the
Please.
other side. Right. Door. Fallopian tube. 10 feet
Yes.
wide. Cilia.
Forwards.
With the help of the cilia, surely.
I think it's gonna
You
waft the other
step
way, though.
forward, and the cilia, you hear. Oh no! Back! And they start trying to push you back out of the room.
The
No.
cilia talk.
They do.
I've never seen talking cilia before.
Wait, guys. I think I have an idea. Titus is just gonna do it again, but like harder. I'm gonna just try faster to go.
No, not
Oh,
password.
Password.
Okay.
Can I just ask for consent?
You can.
Could I come in, please? And then I'll
Try.
start pushing in.
No. Password.
Okay,
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
00000.
That's the password.
Password with an O.
What's your birthday?
Did we
Oh
get
my
Heather
God,
to
what's
his maiden name?
Yeah, what's Brown's birthday? What's his dog's name?
Hold on, let me double check.
Oh, do you know what might know? The egg. We should check the egg. Maybe the egg is the password.
17th of March, 1983.
1703, 1983. Yeah, maybe, but the egg has been in that direction, and we want to go in that direction.
Egg.
Oh yeah, Cilia, just quickly, can we ask, is this the way to the left ovary?
Yes. Egg.
Alright, great.
Titus is gonna go and take a look at that egg. Can I roll like a perception to see if I can see anything
one
on the
in the room?
egg? Yeah,
The one in
big egg.
the room, the one carved on the door.
Oh, the one in the room. The one that I'm
in the
assuming
room.
has come down the fallopian tube.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure.
I
I close my eyes and see nothing with a natural 1.
It's a real big egg. You've never seen an egg this big before.
Guys, I have never seen an egg this big before.
You're in
Okay.
awe at the size of this egg. You don't even see the little like
Yeah.
info placard that's set up in front of it.
No, I just sit down cross-legged and admire the egg. I'm in awe. It's amazing.
Would you class the cilia as a humanoid?
For the purpose of what?
Charm person.
Yeah, I was
No.
thinking the same. What about calm emotions?
So calm emotions would work. The problem is the fallopian tube is too long to cover all of the
right.
cilia. Because it's only a 20-foot radius, isn't it?
Yeah, and I can't move it, can I?
No, you cannot move it.
Alright.
Chad has reminded us Titus did get advantage during the break, Jess, if you wanted to re-roll that perception check.
Don't get me
I
wrong,
will-
Titus knows they've got advantage, but they're waiting for maybe more donations so that they know they could use that on the egg and they're not, I don't know, fuck off when they're not looking at an egg for advantage. No?
Fair enough.
Wait, okay, no, chat, I will use advantage on this egg if someone else donates £1 in my name. That would be lovely, that would be wonderful. I'll use advantage on the egg. Why not? You're not going to believe this. That's another natural one. I can't.
The world does not want you to know about
Nah.
this egg.
You listen to me. This is the greatest egg I have ever seen in my entire life. I am not moving for no man, woman, or person in between. I cannot. Oh, great egg. Huge.
I would like to investigate the egg, but can I do it with my eyes shut, just using my hands to see if that stops me from falling into this pit hole?
Make an investigation check.
Great egg. I love this egg.
It's the 16.
Okay. It is a little bit. It's not perfectly smooth, as you might expect. It's a little rough, and you realize this egg is also preserved, like the rest of the tarrasque. So whether or not it was ever fertilized, it doesn't matter now because.
Okay, as a person who works in a museum,
Yes.
I'm gonna say something that rocks me to my core. But do we touch the object that's on display?
Yes.
I know.
My little hands are all over that.
Well, can we in some way get inside the egg, because this is a massive egg, and disguise ourselves, and then maybe the cilia won't ask for the password because they'll be like, it's a tarrasque egg. We need a password.
Well,
it's part of us.
How hollow does
I'm
it
glad
feel?
you asked, because an egg usually has an air pocket at one pole. It's usually like the pointier end has a small air pocket, so you can make a tiny hole and then like have a little look, and if the coast is clear, we can just pop in there.
You can drain an egg through the tiny hole as well, or if you smash a chicken egg hard enough on the table, but not too hard, fine balance, you can actually smash the air pocket, not the rest of the shell, and it can just sit upright. Have fun with that one at home, folks. It's not my fault if you get egg everywhere. Science and sorcery is not liable for egg-related injuries.
Is the egg
right.
hollow? I've been looking at this egg.
It is not. Fimbria
Not.
would know with her check. It's not hollow.
Okay, right.
And there are quite a few people around here, so if you start damaging the exhibits, they might have something to say about it.
I've been sat in front of this egg for a while, admiring how amazing and beautiful it is. Have I clocked the info tag thing on the
At this
little
point,
label?
you will have noticed it. Yeah. It's just you finally realize there's something else beside the egg. It gives a description of when the egg was discovered, which seems to have been when Brown had his lair built inside of the tarrasque. Who
like
the owner is, which is Brown the dragon. How much it's worth, which is a lot of money. And how many there are in the world, and it says 2.
So there's no other dates or numbers.
Nope.
It's just just 2. All right. Titus is going to run back to the fallopian tubes and be like, guys, I think I've got it. And then just yells into the tube, 2.
I'm going to ask, what do you have? It's very unclear.
Wait,
The
what?
cilia are still waving gently.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, Titus, you have more inspo.
Yeah.
Ah,
I just spotted in the Zoom chat. I don't know where
Yeah.
it's come from.
Thank you so much, RCB, for donating. And who else has donated? Someone else also donated. Miss Blackthorn, thank you so much. Incredible. You are wonderful
Amazing.
people.
All right.
We gotta use this for getting this password. How are we gonna
Come
figure
on.
out this password?
Let's take a look and think, guys. Like I'm gonna pull everyone together in like a huddle.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at deep into each other's eyes and try not to fall in love, but also try and just sort of like think, guys. We are real smart. Together, we can do this. What could it be? What could the password be? Brown? Or
What is most important to Brown?
oh,
Stealing our masters, clearly.
Or
Yeah.
maybe we sing a Give This song down it and see if that helps.
also this the patriarchy? I imagine he enjoys that a lot.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we can go inside and be like, "Make us a sandwich."
Oh, get back in the kitchen. That'd be good.
Get back in the kitchen. Yeah.
Wait, maybe Heather knows. Heather works here, doesn't she?
Heather! Oh my God,
Heather!
Heather?
Project Headphones, Sam, Becky, and Theo, thank you so much for the donation. Also for Titus.
Okay, Titus has to go talk to Heather and ask for this password.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. If you want to spread the advantage around at any point,
Oh,
you
yes.
can decide that in the
Absolutely.
moment. You don't have to say now. But if someone rolls badly, you want to give them one of your inspirations.
I
You are
think
allowed to do that.
Fimbria might need to dom Heather into giving us the password.
I like this idea. Heather, Fimbria, I give you advantage. Go and chat to Heather and see if you can get the password from her.
Thank you.
I'm also going to give you bardic inspiration.
Fuck yeah.
The
It's gonna be
D8
the
for Fimbria.
sexiest spy.
My
Heather
God, this is hot.
currently, quite ironically, using a feather duster to dust off what looks like an emu egg.
Oh, fun fact. I actually know something about emu eggs. They are huge, but they are also dark green in color.
Yes.
They are not black or blue. They are dark green specifically.
Like dragons.
Amazing. Take a nerd dice, D8, to add to one of your rolls. It works like a bardic inspiration, so you can add it before you know the result of the roll. Fimbria, you are making your way over to Heather.
I'm sliding
And I'm-
over to Heather.
I'm in the background. I'm strumming on my lyre, just like very like suggestively.
Wing womaning.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Lovely fingering there, Hysterica.
Thanks, Titus. I'm glad you noticed.
Fimbria. This thing's gone to shit.
You can do this. I believe in you, Fimbria.
Okay, I'm gonna sidle over to Heather, and I'm gonna do that really annoying thing that men in films do, and I'm gonna take the feather duster from her hand. Is she wearing glasses?
Yes.
I'm gonna take those off her, and be like, "Gosh, you're so beautiful under all of that." And then,
Fimbria, is that you?
yeah, it's Fimbria.
I can't see anything.
It happens. That doesn't
Thank
matter.
you.
I can see you, and you're beautiful, and I imagine maybe smart. So do you know? And I'd like to think that I'm winning her over at this point.
You'd already won her over, but yes, even more so.
And then I'd go to tuck hair behind her ear, but
She's gonna
her
buzz
head
cut.
is shaved. Yeah, that's just not gonna. I'm just gonna gently caress the side of her head, and be like, "Do you know the password to get past the cilia?"
It depends on the door.
Oh, it's the anatomical left.
It's on the door.
Oh.
What do you mean by that?
The carving.
Yes, it's an egg.
It's a giant egg.
Heather, could you just tell me what
Yes.
it is?
Giant egg.
No,
Oh,
I
for
know that's on
fuck's
the door,
sake.
but could you just tell me what the password is?
Giant egg.
Yes, that's what's carved on the door, but what is the
But the
password?
password is giant egg.
No, I don't think you understand what I'm asking.
Hysterica's trying really hard to like be inspiring in the back, so every now and again you just hear like, ooh. Like, ah.
Heather, this is a really simple question, please.
No, the password for the door with the cilia behind the door that has the giant egg on it is giant egg.
Yes, the giant egg is carved.
But the password is giant egg.
I'm gonna put the glasses back on her and be like,
Stop,
it's
it
okay.
hurts.
I'll work it out myself. And then I'll go back to the door and I'll be like, God, it really is a giant egg. But I'll say that loud enough for the cilia to hear, please.
Cilia, they're still moving. They're moving a lot slower.
Oh, maybe that's what we needed. Titus is going to rush forward into the void.
The cilia just go, wee.
Ah!
They're not carrying you. They're just, as you move through them, they're like, oh, this is fun.
Great.
This is fun. We're having a good time now.
Fimbria, you did it! Giant egg! And just continues.
Titus,
like,
as you
forward.
continue to run around the bend in the fallopian tube, you see suddenly from the ceiling, behind a very tentative bit of netting, is a giant egg similar to the one in the uterus.
With
looks
mildly more
like
urgency.
The cilia either side of the netting look like they're holding onto it. But if they were to let go, this egg would come crashing down into the fallopian tube.
Okay, Titus is going to do a real quick U-turn back to the group, screaming, like, with more urgency, Giant! Okay. It's a big egg! There is a big egg! It's a big egg up there!
Right past where you saw the big egg was another door.
Oh! There's also a door!
Now you're speaking my language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we try
they
this
said
out?
there were two, didn't they?
Yes!
Found it.
Okay, we gotta go try that other door.
Let's go.
After you, Kalazoth. You are also good with doors, I imagine.
Honestly, I spend most of my time outside. It's very rare for me to see a door.
Kalazoth was born in a barn. They've never used a door.
I like that you think barns don't have doors.
Mine
It's like
didn't.
a saying. If you leave the door open, my dad would always be like, "What? Were you born in a barn?"
Okay, that makes more sense.
It's a niche joke just for my dad. If you're tuning in, hi.
Wait, I got it. Am I your dad?
Oh my god.
Is this what we discovered?
Have you ever seen Rachel and your dad in the same room?
Apart from that one time.
Why did you text me earlier during the screen? Why did you keep stepping out earlier? What was that?
Where have we been for the last 20 years?
Look, Rachel had to go get a pack of milk and some cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well,
Kalazoth, are you leading the charge up the fallopian tube? The second charge, as Titus has already gone basically all the way to the other door already, and then come back.
Yeah.
Like a loyal
Me
dog.
and Tammy, we're in it together.
Okay, Tammy is following you. Tammy is so excited to still be brought along on this adventure. The cilia seem to hold fast to the netting. The password seemingly having worked to stop them from releasing their trap for the moment. The door here is not locked, and you can open it easily enough as you step into the left ovary. It is hollowed out.
Ooh.
Because ovaries are not hollow, folks. Inside, it is filled with prison cells.
What?
There is a bored-looking half-orc sat on a crate who looks like he wants to rip his own ears off, as the only prisoner currently in the cell is Volo. And he is talking non-stop.
Agent.
I just want to fact check this. Florence,
Yes.
is there a prison cell in the Overlord?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that is the origin of all the boomer jokes about, like, oh, you get more for murder. It's because their wives keep putting them in their ovaries.
Oh my god, that is. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much. The female body really is a mystery.
Volo spots you, Kalazath, goes, "Ah, you found me!"
Does the prison guard care that we're here?
He looks at you and goes, "Right, okay. Let's make one thing clear. I don't get paid enough to fight you, so if there's more of you than there is of me, don't really care."
I go to give him a big pat on the back, and I'm like, "Exactly right, mate. At your wage."
This is an easy enough job. Wish it left me more spare time for my hobbies, but gotta pay the bills somehow.
What are your hobbies, love?
I love to play the violin.
If we ever had an opening in our band, maybe we'd need it filling.
All right, that's cool. What band are you? Don't recognize you.
Guys, pose again.
This
Clitical
time,
Hit.
this time, Tammy sort of slides out in front of you and does the splits.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna be like, that's a group, not a member.
Yeah.
You won FaerunVision, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
How about you
Not
come
really
on the road
my
with us?
style, but no, it's cool.
If you give us the key to this cell, come on tour with us. Maybe.
You need an opening act?
We need a warm-up act. We love warm-ups in Clitical Hit.
Hang on.
Your agent on board with this?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. What are your views on women and equality, please?
Women are cool.
Yes.
Equality's important.
Great. Wonderful. I'm glad you think that. So many people don't, and it's kind of depressing. You're in.
Right.
So, wait, one more question. When you came to work today,
Yeah.
did you know where the button to press was to get in?
I mean, they had to point it out to me on my first day, but, been able to find it consistently ever since.
Oh my god, okay.
Wow.
I'll go and shake your
gonna learn.
hand.
Heather showed it to me.
She did. Heather.
We all wish.
Yeah.
All right, I guess, is he with you? He points at Volo.
That kind of depends. Does he still have a series of masters on him?
No, my,
Wonderful.
I'm so
He's
glad you
not with
came.
us.
I know.
Yeah. I have no idea who 10% of this man is. Like, of my paycheck. Like, tell that guy. I don't know. But where are those masters that you may or may not have seen?
He took them to the other ovary.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me, right? Okay, well.
This is the prison ovary. That's his bedroom.
Oh, God! You keep your bed. He keeps his bedroom next to. That's so weird. That's okay. Well.
Yeah.
Guys, wrong ovary. Shall we?
Are you letting me out or not?
Oh,
We'll see you later, Volo.
Bye, Volo.
No. And before we go, Hysterica says, Volo, I'll call you a cunt, but you haven't the depth nor the warmth, and cast vicious mockery.
What kind of saving throw is that, please?
That's a wisdom saving throw, 16.
He failed.
Yes!
7 damage.
Hysterica, you hurt me so.
But
I'll do it again, goddammit.
I want to go up to him and whisper, "You're pathetic," and also cast Vicious Mockery.
Yes.
That's a wisdom.
He
DC,
rolled
of
worse. He rolled single digits twice, so he doesn't matter what modifiers are for him.
course. Amazing.
He's gonna lift
he's
my
got
die
enough
with
hit
that.
points.
Is this?
Oh,
Did
he's
you
5
learn
down
this
for now.
after?
Hmm?
No, just thinking about our anniversary one shot where I immediately did I sneak attack him or just stab him or something?
I think
And,
you
he
just
nearly
said you
died?
never liked him. And
I
it
was like-
is clipped on the Twitch if you want to see that clip. Which is pretty good. Right up there with "Would you like to consummate this marriage?"
Oh god, yeah.
So the aquarium.
Beautiful.
That was a fun stream. Anyways,
Yeah.
you leave your new warm-up act with your agent. They'll be fine. And head back down the cilia. A lot easier to go down than it is to go up, as the cilia are meant to help move the eggs out into the uterus. So you can essentially lie down and get carried along by these tiny little hairs.
Titus is lying down and being carried along and still screaming, "Giant egg! Giant egg!"
Scary passing underneath the giant egg, but your continuous application of the password seems to do it. It is easy enough to make your way over to the right, the door on the right door. If you
What's on this right door?
a giant guitar,
Oh,
similar to the
Okay.
one hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, go rush in. Giant guitar!
Okay.
We put 2 and 2 together and got 2.
Is everyone following Kalazov?
yes.
Yes.
All right. You rush in yelling the words giant guitar, and you're running. So the cilia, even though they're trying to push you back, and they start going, no, wrong password.
Oh.
You watch as a giant fender swings down from the ceiling, and can all 4 of you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, dexterity is not my thing.
Dexterity
Oh, no.
saving throws, please.
Oh, God for cheese dice. 17.
Oh yeah, can I
Now,
still
I
use my
believe-
science dice?
I'm going to give
You can use your
Hysterica-
science dice on this.
I'm going
Is
to
it
give
a D8? Sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna give,
gonna use my
A D8 for the science
advantage
dice,
thing.
yes?
I'm gonna give Hysterica advantage
You
as
can
well.
use your advantages. This is the first
thank
time I'm
you.
trying to damage you guys on this, because you bypassed everything else already.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I didn't need
What
it. I
the
got
hell?
21.
Nice. A 17
Can I-
for Titus.
Can I pick up Tammy as part of my?
Yeah, you get a
Dodging out the way.
21. I'll let you protect Tammy. Hysterica and Fimbria, what did you get?
13.
I got
Fail.
16.
16 passes. Hysterica, as Kalazov, Titus, and Fimbria dodge out of the way of this fender, you don't manage to dodge fast enough. You're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you
Oh
are
my
knocked
goodness.
prone, and the cilia go, woohoo, and start carrying you all the way back down to the door.
Hysterica, no, my perfect angel baby, no!
Remember me.
No!
The cilia move the fender back into place and look like they're getting ready to release it again.
Giant fender! Giant fender!
Fender. And they stop.
Oh!
God, did I have a
Hysterica,
brand
you
deal or
find
something?
yourself- Hysterica, you find yourself lying prone at the base of the fallopian tube, but the cilia aren't, trying to force you further back anymore. So you can get up and go and join the rest of the party.
Okay, yes, I would like to do that, please. And she looks very miffed, like she's just pissed off.
Titus sort of opens their arms and is like, my sweet angel baby, perfect Perfect thing, no.
Hysterica just kind of like flops
Oh,
into the
no.
arms.
You've had such a hard day. No.
Thank you, Titus. You understand me.
I do. Let's go fuck up a dickhead, eh? Make ourselves feel
Let's.
better. Wonderful.
I thought you'd never ask.
Yes. Great. Let's go.
There is a very elegant door at the end of this fallopian tube. Again, not locked, opens easily, and you step into another hollowed-out ovary. This one, there is a massive, like, sunken bed, like one of those, like, sunken living rooms, but instead of a living room with sofas, it's just a bed. Big enough
70s kitsch.
for a dragon.
Yeah.
There are pedestals littered around the room, all with different LPs, records, and on one side you can see against the wall all of the masters, which Brown has bought or stolen over the years, including yours. Also in the room is a young red dragon, Brown himself, who is looking over his collection. Mine, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh, who are you? Ah!
I hope every time we're stepping into the ovaries, we're stepping over the void. Because there is a gap between the ovary and the uterine tube, and that's where my name comes from. Because Fimbria means finger, and it wafts the egg into the uterine tube. Otherwise, it just
Just fall out.
Yeah, there is a little gap, absolutely, that you have to step over. But
nerd dice.
You have made it.
Nerd dice. Wait, no, I did that the wrong way.
Alex, yes. Yes.
Me being like,
yes,
oh,
Alex, you get a
in
nerd
this
dice.
room.
Apologies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So when he said, "Who are you?" we all have to strike our pose again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as soon as you stroke, you stroke.
Yeah, we stroke pose.
Stroke that pose, baby.
I don't think this is that kind of show, is it?
Yeah, buy me a drink first.
Let's be fair, it is that kind of show.
Yeah,
We're
Fimbria,
just
you've
in
been
denial
Absolutely
at
that
point.
kind of show. As soon as you struck that pose, he recognized you because it's the same pose you do on the cover of your first EP. And that you did on stage at FaerunVision.
Yes!
Actually, you look over and yes, you absolutely are standing right next to your own EP master. I'm assuming masters look exactly like albums. I don't actually know. This isn't a music show. I don't care.
It's probably just a USB stick, to be honest.
It's in the cloud.
USB stick that just has Taylor's version written on it in Sharpie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see here, admiring at the moment a Wu-Tang Clan album, is Brown, who looks a little confused and a little scared at the fact that you were standing in his room. How did you get in? You can't. You found the entrance?
Well, we came through the, public museum that seems to be downstairs.
That's not public.
Oh, is it not? Well,
that's my private collection.
There's a lot of people in your private collection. I gotta
That's
say.
my employees.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Totally thought that was a public space.
Wow. Also, dude, why do you live here?
Why would you have plaques for your private collection?
Kind of weird, dude.
You clearly don't understand the rich.
Oh, are we making this a money thing, right?
Oh, this class issue now.
Oh, you suck. I think at this point, Titus, having been through everything with the people they love, and the band that they have grown close to and had adventures with in this last 3-hour session, is just like, oh, 100% fuck this guy, and is gonna get out their wand of lightning bolts and fire all 7 charges at once.
Okay,
the dragon.
Absolutely. Now I believe this one lets you cast the spell Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
So I am going to make 7 dexterity saving throws.
Okay, do it.
Please, could I ask you to get up a virtual dice roller? Because if these hit, you're going to be rolling a lot of dice. Because
okay. Yes.
It's 8d6 lightning damage per bolt.
Okay, I'll hit it in D&D Beyond, and for every hit, I'll roll the dice. Does that make sense? Cool. Go for it.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
dexterity save is 15.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh, are we going to obliterate him in one go?
12, 14.
So that's 2
7,
misses. 3
12,
misses. 4 misses.
3,
5 misses.
6,
6 misses.
12.
Okay, so that's 7 misses. So, what's 8 times 7?
Get him, Titus.
Math person, someone help.
Get the math guy in. Get the math guy in.
49 plus 7.
Where's our math gay? Come on.
Math gays, represent.
56, I think.
It is 56, yeah.
I am now rolling for Titus, using a magic wand, 56d6. Ready? 1.
Okay, the chat are very confidently think it's 69 though. Are we sure?
Hey,
Oh.
last year Science and Sorcery did exactly
Alright.
69 streams, and I'm just very proud of that. I just want to put this out.
So we got 22.
Okay.
Oh God,
I need to
another
write this down
22.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me, this is so many numbers. Come back to me, continue doing stuff.
We don't know, because you might just kill him.
God.
So we're gonna have to wait for you to roll these.
Okay, I've rolled 3 22 so far and a 25.
Okay.
Come on.
So what's everyone's favourite Give This song?
Jesus Christ.
Patience, but it's about waiting in a doctor's office.
Alright, last one. Okay. Oh, Jesus, and 26. Okay. How many hit points does a young red dragon have?
Oh, can you tell me how many how much you rolled, and I'll let you know if he's dead or not.
Sure. Okay, using the wand of lightning bolts because I love my friends and I think everyone's great. That is 194 points of damage.
Now that's a fucking clitical hit.
Wrong credit!
Yeah.
And we'll see you
That
next
should be
time.
the trailer for this whole thing, Rachel.
Yeah.
If you let me have really stupid magical items, I'm gonna use the stupid magical items.
So good.
You unleash a lightning storm of biblical proportions inside this tarrasque ovary.
Can I ask for one thing?
Yes.
Because just before we cast this, I would like everyone to put their hands on the wand, and we do this as one.
You all reach in together. You hear a click, and you realize Tammy's got a camera and is recording this event now.
This is the cover of our next album!
She's taking pictures. She's got a camcorder in her other hoof, because we established earlier she doesn't have hands. The lightning sparks out towards Brown, the arrogant young dragon who thought he could own everything and keep it all to himself. And with only 178 hit points, you burn him to a crisp.
He failed all
Lightning.
of his dexterity saving throws. That's so insane.
That's amazing.
Lightning courses through his veins, up into his wings, his skeleton illuminated by electricity. Lightning bolts crackle over his scales, burning out his eye sockets before he collapses on his bed, dead. never to steal from any more bands again. Or any people who need insulin.
Oh, this guy.
Oh my god. We got to collect up all the masters. Everything, not just us.
No.
Oh,
You
you're
find-
so right.
Yes.
Because then
Front room
we
fellows,
can make all the money off them.
Oh God, no! That's a horrible idea.
Do you want us to become the evil we wish to destroy?
Yeah, we should liberate them. Great works of art and beauty should not be kept in a cage, Fimbria.
Yes, free
Guys,
art for all.
I think we have irreconcilable creative differences.
Oh,
I think it might be time for me to go solo.
To be fair, you have done the vast amount of protecting of this group, and I completely understand your
It's true.
decision. We would
You can
literally
always
be
be
one
nothing
last-
without you.
True.
You'd all still be in that cervix, and yet here we are today.
Wow.
Yeah.
You carried us through, literally. It was really good of you.
Yeah. Standing strong in the ashes of an ovary.
Ah.
Me still recording goes, am I witnessing my favorite band breaking up?
It's a temporary thing. We'll be back in 18 months.
Yeah.
That's what Zero
Just for
Deviation said.
publicity.
Happening all over again. This is just like when Justin left Outsource. Or when Robbie left Give This. Oh no.
Your dedication
At
to
least
it
you're
is
bold.
admirable, you young ones. You've done so well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
well,
Would you like your blood-soaked wall back? Or
You left that in the vagina, so you're gonna have to go pick it up on the way out.
yeah. On the way out, Tammy, don't worry. Then it'll be all
You
back to
managed to
normal.
find your own masters, as well as those of the front room fellows, East Death, Old Blokes in the Corner, Give This, Outsource, and Zero Deviation. Together with the Wu-Tang album, which Brown bought of Martin Shkreli, and you make your way back out to the museum. The smell of ozone following behind Titus quite strongly. You see here as well the half-orc jailer talking Volo's ear off now. He seems to have freed Volo about all of the requirements the half-orc has for his writer. Now that he's going on tour, he seems to have taken Volo as his own agent as well. And Volo looks suitably impressed. As you walk past, Heather rips off her name tag, throws it at Harvey.
yes.
Picks up an egg, tucks it under one arm, and walks out, following behind you. The cervix doesn't cause you any further problems.
Before we go, I want to
Yes.
take the big tarrasque egg.
Okay.
Even though we're going to put all of the music into the public domain, I want to
Yeah.
sell that tarrasque egg to create
Okay.
a music center for teaching young
Okay.
musicians
Yeah.
with legal experience so this never happens to them again.
Oh,
Right. So this is actually quite interesting because something else you found in Brown's room as you were going through is his will and testament that he had signed but left blank otherwise. So you can just sign all of his assets over to your band. So you don't need to take anything with you right now. If you want to commit inheritance fraud.
Yeah, that's really
no
dumb.
one
Who
liked
would
them.
leave
It's
a
fine.
signed blank will?
Guy, I don't know. But
Someone
yes,
really
you
arrogant.
have a nice nest egg now.
Hey.
To fall back on.
Oh.
Thanks, Project Headphones in the chats.
Very good.
And you make your way back out of the tarrasque vagina. As you walk through the vagina, you see the other dragon blood ooze is trying to play the piano. Doesn't notice you walk by.
He's been inspired.
It's been inspired.
God, that's
Lord.
Make your
beautiful.
way back out into the sun. With your greatest fans, your band, your agent, your new warm-up act. And Fimbria heading off on her own adventure due to creative differences. Clitical Hit will live on in the hearts of all of your fans. And Kalazoth, Titus Androgynous, and Hysterica go on to represent the sheep and the queers. Fimbria goes on to represent also sheep and queers, but
evil ones.
mostly the other ones, yeah. The ones
Hornier.
not drawn to the rest of the band. The hornier ones.
Yeah.
They play the later slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music gets cancelled.
You always have a tarrasque gynecological system to return to call home because you stole it from a dragon that Titus murdered with lightning bolts.
He actually left it to us in his will and testament.
Yeah, that is
Oh.
absolutely what he did.
You've also inherited
Yes.
Harvey, but you can fire him.
Fired instantly.
Oh yeah.
I would like it
I'll
very
get
much if we
promoted.
could all collectively kick him out of the door and then slam it
Yeah.
ceremonially in his stupid little face.
No, but how do
You
you
can hire
spell
a butler
vagina
for your
shut?
vestibule.
Oh,
Close
all
the
of
curtains.
these wonderful things. And this is the point at which our adventure is over. Again, thanks Britishly Delicious in the chat for that pun. I'm just stealing all of the chat's puns. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. We hope you had a good time, especially with your first time tuning in. We've got lots more chaos like this for Science and Sorcery over on our YouTube channel, and every week on Sundays at 7 p.m, plus once a month on Fridays for our one-shots. I've had a really good time. I think my players have had a really good time. I've learned a bit about all kinds of stuff. Right, Florence, is there anything you'd like the audience to know about yourself, the museum, anything they can do to support you guys?
Oh gosh, there's so much. Okay, I'm going to rattle it off really quickly. Number one, our current exhibition is Endometriosis into the Unknown. We've extended it due to popular demand until the end of March. And on April 1st, we're opening our next exhibition, Museum of Mankind.
Oh my god.
It's a parody exhibition, before anyone gets upset at me. Why would you have Museum of Mankind in a vagina museum? That's why we're opening on April 1st.
You smart. I love this.
Our permanent exhibition is opening probably later this month, so come and to that. We've got a bunch of events, both online and in person, so check out our website, which is vaginamuseum.co.uk. We're on Instagram and Twitter, vagina_museum. You can become a member, which gets you like 10% off in our shop and cafe, early tickets, all sorts of fun things. It's just £6 a month or £50 for a year, and then you get to officially say that you are a member of the Clitorati. That's what we call our membership program. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for your donations. We really appreciate it. We are a registered charity. Fun fact for the Vagina Museum, we had to send the charity commission a 4-page essay about why they should allow us to be called the Vagina Museum. Because they
feels that obvious. That feels obvious.
Yeah.
But vagina's a rude word.
It is.
It's
so
not.
Rude.
It's not. It's not.
It's not. It's really not.
But personally, and then I'll round it off. You can find me on Twitter, Flo Schechter. I published a book about vaginas with Penguin earlier this year. It's called V, an empowering celebration of the vagina and vulva. Please go find it in your nearest bookstore. And yeah, I would really love that. Thanks.
It's a good book.
For more vagina facts.
Yeah. That's all Florence and the Vagina Museum stuff. Jess, anything you want people to know about your work, where they can find you, etc.? Anything exciting you've got going on?
Yeah, so personally, I am over on Twitter at Dr. Bees. I'm not a doctor, which feels really horrible to say in the presence of many doctors, literal, actual doctors. No,
you're fine.
I do know a lot about bees. I do love bees. But I don't tweet about bees a lot. I tweet about TTRPG stuff. because I am a producer for the incredible podcast called Three Black Halflings, who explore diversity within the TTRPG space and nerddom in general. It is hosted by Jasper William Cartwright, Liv Kennedy, and Jeremy Cobb, and we release episodes every Thursday. At the moment, it is Black History Month in the US. And so if you are considering donating to a cause this month alongside the Vagina Museum, I would suggest looking at our Patreon, because we have a whole variety of things that you can support us with, and that allows us to bring minority creators in the TTRPG space up into the mainstream as well. We've got some really incredible guests coming up this month, and then in March I've got some really amazing people as well. I'm so excited, and I can't tell you guys at this point. That's for Patreons only. So
Yes.
absolutely consider doing that. But definitely please donate your resources to the Vagina Museum, because as you've all it's happened again. Yes, I am hysterica now. Yee. But as you guys all know, I am a vagina owner and operator, and I know very little comparatively about my vagina in comparison to a lot of people here. I've actually learned a lot of stuff tonight, and that was super important, and I will be down in London visiting the Vagina Museum when I can next month. So do this. It's really important, and showing your support in this way is really, really happy. Also, PC Gamer, fucking fact check. Jesus Christ, not hard when you're copying an article. Real mad about that. So
easier to make stuff up.
Honestly, son of a fucking bitch. Right. Yeah, I'm done.
Alex, anything you want the good folks to know? Got any psychomy things coming up, etc.?
No, I am having a year where I just do nothing.
Okay, that's nice.
Honestly,
so
it's
jealous.
delightful. Would really recommend it. I'd like everyone to know that they can say no to opportunities and the world does not end.
Do you want people to follow you on the internet?
Yeah, you can follow me on the hellscape that is Twitter at AOMHolmes, HOLMES. You can also find that username at Blue Sky. Neither of which I'm using very much, but
I was so ready for you to be like, no, don't follow me. I have a year of
You're not
nothing.
That is a valid answer.
This is an
Rachel...
opportunity that you can say no to.
Rachel, I know you're here almost every week, but is there anything you've got coming up you want good folks at home to know?
You can follow me on Twitter and I think on Blue Sky, but I barely use it. Anyway, at Sci with Rach, Sci like science. And then I'll be streaming Witness to Ruin with Science and Sorcery like every Sunday, but not this Sunday.
Yes.
Is it
no,
this
we
Sunday?
Are streaming. Yeah, it's the pre-recorded one.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, so every Sunday.
But I will get to all of those. So.
And then at some point I'll be at Cheltenham Science Festival this year, which is exciting. But I actually don't remember when that is, but I'll be doing something really, really cool that will be announced at some point soon. So yeah, that's me.
All right, and in that case, it's all that leaves is for me to do Science and Sorcery announcements. We are back this Sunday with our weekly campaign, Witness to Ruin, as our party of 4 teenagers chosen by the gods to avert the apocalypse set off on a boat with a captain who they are lying to, and encounter a tentacle monster and some other things. So we already recorded that one, so we will not be physically present, but there will be a live stream happening on Sunday at 7. There is also going to be, we've changed the date for our next one shot. It is not going to be next week. It is going to be on the 23rd of February. We are playing Rogue Octopus. I still want to say Rogue Octopus Trader, and I know that's wrong. But I will be there to play Rogue Octopus with the fantastic creator of the game, as well as several other people. Nick Monroe Turner, it will be on the stream with us. Rogue Octopus Adventures, thank you, Sam. Big shout out to Sam, who has been producing and managing everything in the chat for us tonight, including approving all of the words, including sword, penis, clit, smash. I can't remember what the other ones were. It was greatly entertaining. Thank you, everyone, for donating to the Vagina Museum tonight. Hopefully, we will see you again very soon. You can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. I'm at DJ Veduven, which is spelled like my last name, Weduwen. I'm also not super active there. But who knows? And beyond that, Science and Sorcery has another collaboration with the Vagina Museum coming up later this year. So if you are in or near London on the 26th of April, get your tickets now, as I will be DMing an adventure called In Her Majesty's Secret Cervix live at the Vagina Museum. It is an adventure in which the Knights of the Round Table have to go into the future Queen's secret second cervix to find her long lost wedding ring, which King Arthur accidentally shoved up there. So that's a little teaser. Get your tickets now. They are limited in their availability, 14 and up, with parental guidance if you are younger. That is all the announcements I have, other than to say thank you again so much for watching. And we are going to be raiding out to Actual Play UK, who are playing, I'm not sure what it's called, but Sam is playing in it, not simultaneously while he's producing. That would be silly. But thank you so much. Stick around, go raid out. But if you need to run right after that, that is absolutely fine. And have a great evening, folks. Have a lovely weekend. Good night.
Bye.